What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Hump Day!
Hey, everybody!
Happy Hump Day! Hump Day! What's
Yep,
up? What's up?
Come on to the table, people. We got a lot to talk about today.
We're gonna give
I love
everybody
seeing y'all's beautiful faces.
Hey. I'm kind of
Hey.
My girls asked me behind the scenes, was I drunk? Like it's like 1:00 p.m. and they asked me, was I drunk?
Girl,
Don't act like that's an impossible that you couldn't already be drunk by 1:00. And why are you trying to act like that's so? Absolutely not. I would never.
It's 5:00 somewhere.
Hey,
I can't believe y'all.
I am a firm believer in day drinking.
Y'all know this is my natural attitude. Y'all come on in the chat room.
Come on, y'all.
So we testing our theme music. When y'all come into the chat room, or if y'all dropping this video afterwards, let us know what y'all think about our new theme song. You know, we kind of like testing theme music. I like it. It's a little bit upbeat. It get me hyped. It put me in the mood. You know, I ain't had no drinks, y'all.
Me too.
I'm just always in. I'm just a vibe. I'm just a vibe all by myself, you know.
I know that's right.
All by myself.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, girl.
Let us know what y'all think about our theme music.
And I am a firm believer in day drinking. So, chat, also let us know what you think about day drinking. I think day drinking is a good thing done in moderation.
Remember, I used to say that we were sipping on lemonade, like we had our little lemonade segment, which was our celebrity news and gossip. Well, if y'all noticed, I actually changed it. If y'all look inside, look at the bottom of the screen and say, come in, sip some cocktails. So I changed it from lemonade to cocktails. I know y'all didn't keep that, but
okay, I saw it. That was part of the reason I was like, okay, maybe Malika done started without us.
We no longer sipping lemonade. We sipping cocktails. And y'all know why? Because some of this stuff is so juicy. Like some of this information so juicy. It gives me a buzz. Like when I'm off of here, I just get a whole complete buzz. So I'm like, y'all know what? We're not sipping lemonade. We sipping cocktails. Okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, Jennifer, y'all, we have a nice long show lined up for y'all today. Come on in, grab your cocktail, get ready to hang with Queen's Roundtable. We got a fun little, I guess, like game for y'all at the end. Y'all know Danita. Y'all know Danita coming up with something where she have y'all audience participation. So she gonna be having some fun with us at the end. So make sure y'all stay to the end of the show. Don't forget to like, share this live, and subscribe for those who's not subscribed. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, Nightbot, where you at? Let me wake Nightbot up.
Nightbot sleep.
Okay.
Nightbot about to get fired.
Turn him on.
Nightbot is straight up. For real. Let me see. Let me get Night, because Nightbot is supposed to make sure he is on top of his game and he not. So let me see if I can get Nightbot up. Because I ain't got Nightbot up.
That's right. And people, he better come on. We got people coming in. We got people coming in the room. He better pull his charger out and get himself together.
What's up, Nightbot? Say what's up to Nightbot.
Hey,
Nightbot.
Hey, Nightbot.
Nightbot is in the chat. Nightbot said, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Jennifer is in the chat and she got her drinks.
He on his job.
Oh. We're going to start this thing off, you guys. Y'all know how we do it. You know, we always try to start with the most current events. And if we have anything that we need to acknowledge, get out the way, we normally do that first. So we're going to go ahead and do our rest in peace segment. We're going to go ahead and start it off by saying some rest in peace to some legends that we lost. some people in the entertainment industry, known figures that we lost. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start this thing off by bringing up Michael K. Williams. If you guys do not know who Michael K. Williams is, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a photo of Michael K. Williams. So if you guys have been sleeping under a rock, um, you guys should know about the TV show The Wire, and he was the main star of The Wire. He went by the name Omar. I'm looking for the dang on thing to pull up for y'all.
I'm telling you, shout out to Baltimore and shout out to The Wire. That show was everything.
Who
It
watched
was
The Wire?
so
Do
good.
y'all actually watch The Wire?
I didn't. I didn't sad.
Well, it's over now. Yeah, it's over now, but that show was the bomb. It was the best show on TV when it was on.
Can't you watch it? Like, is it on Netflix or something?
I always found it is
Yeah, I
better
think
to
it's on
binge watch.
Netflix. It's definitely on Hulu, and it might be on Prime Video.
Yeah. I always find it better to binge watch my shows. Like I don't like watching the show and then have to wait to the following week to watch the next episode. Like that's just not me. I'm
Me
Yeah.
too
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I'm
I
nosy. Yeah.
binge watch stuff. So I might actually get off into it because I've been hearing a lot of great things about this show, The Wire. And I've heard about The Wire before, don't get me wrong, but I didn't hear a lot of talk about it. I heard more talk about like the Shy, Empire, Power. I didn't hear so much talk about it where it was like, okay, I gotta watch it. I gotta check this out. But yeah, this is Michael K. Williams, you guys. He was found dead, allegedly from a drug overdose. So we have another actor,
Mm.
another person in the entertainment industry found dead from a drug overdose. And me and the ladies was talking behind the scenes, like, God, how many have we actually lost to drugs? Either drug overdose
So
or
many.
yeah, like so many in the business. And I'm not saying this is a situation right now because I don't think that they have done an autopsy report or they haven't put it out there publicly to actually confirm that's what it was. But and then a lot of times you can't even really believe what you hear. You know, a lot of times you don't know if it's
Yeah.
foul play, if it's just stuff that they putting out. But it's been so many that we have lost to drugs.
2 in 1 week.
Yeah, because they're still a brand even after they die. So they continue to make money off of them once they die. So they don't want bad news to get out there and ruin I'm doing air quotes right now, ruin the brand of this dead person. It's like tell the truth but shame the devil. Stop thinking about money. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I mean, like this man was a drug addict. Like
Yeah.
that's what y'all telling us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of the like when it come to Whitney Houston, that wasn't really too far fetched to believe because we actually saw her fall down. We saw the hype of her career, and we saw her actually fall from grace. You know what I'm saying? So it
Right.
wasn't a huge thing for us when we heard that she passed. It was like, okay, well, we kind of saw that coming anyway. We kind of predicted that with Whitney anyway. Michael, I didn't see that coming with Michael.
No
Like
way. Absolutely
I didn't
not.
know that he had this addiction to pills. You
Yeah.
know, with Prince,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Now here it
It's
is, Michael Williams, same thing. You know, so I don't know. It's kind of a shocker to me because, like I said, I had no idea that he was even an addict or suffering from drug addiction.
Yeah. He and what's so weird is his character was really, really interesting on The Wire. He was a gay drug dealer and a robber, and I mean he was a gangster. And the fact that he himself is on drugs really made me wonder: was he high when he was acting? Was he high when he was doing it? I mean, how long are these people doing drugs, and how are they so? Michael Jackson? We didn't know that Michael Jackson was on drugs. Really?
Exactly. That is what I'm saying. Like we actually saw the rise and fall of Whitney. You know what I'm saying? We actually saw her daughter, Bobby Christina, lose herself, fall apart. So we kind of predicted
Right.
the outcome anyway. But when you sit back and you look at it, you're like, wow, it's been a lot of um entertainment stars or celebrities, whatever the hell y'all want to call them, that have lost their life to drugs. And a lot of them we didn't even know was addicts.
Mm-hmm. Well, I knew Michael was
They
on
said
pills.
that.
That's been like talked about so much. Once his hair caught on fire during that Pepsi commercial, he's never been the same after that. He went downhill from
Yeah,
there.
that's when he started using them. That's when he got hooked. Is when
Yeah,
now Cindy will tell you I know a little bit about Michael Jackson.
she knows
Right,
everything
Cindy? I
about
know a
Michael
little bit
Jackson.
about him.
Yeah, y'all know it's just crazy, and I'm
Hey,
really
Tawan, we love you too. I'm
hey
sorry.
Twan. Okay, so y'all, and that's not the only incident that happened over Labor Day weekend. We also lost a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also lost a comedian that died off from drug overdose. I'm trying to see exactly what it is. His name was Faquan Johnson, and he apparently died over a drug overdose, and it was cocaine and fentanyl. Am I saying that
Fentanyl.
right? Fentanyl
Fentanyl.
found in his system. So
I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
go.
the same thing that happened with Michael. I think that his cocaine or something was laced with fentanyl as well.
Mm,
Yeah, I
see,
did hear that. I did hear that he also his overdose was caused by fentanyl in some way.
you
That's
can't
a
even get had
dangerous,
no
dangerous drug, man. They say that a piece of that the size of a grain of salt can kill you.
can't
And
kill you.
EMT people now will not come into a house where a person has died from the overdose because even if you touch it in the right amount, it can kill you. It's 100 times more higher than heroin, 100 times stronger than heroin.
Right. There's been a
Yeah,
couple of
and you guys, if you
case.
guys have watched the most recent episode of Raising Canaan, they actually show that. Did you watch the most recent episode of Raising Canaan, Didi? They actually showed
I was just about to say I have them all recorded, but I haven't started yet. So don't say too much because
too
I
much.
definitely
Okay,
got to
I don't
watch it.
want to ruin it for nobody, but since we on the subject, they actually show it on the TV show Raising Canaan, and so because we have two incidents, one with Faquan and the other one with Michael. I don't know if they drugs was laced with it or just cut with it or whatever the case, but you still had this. What is it? Fentanyl? Y'all said it's pronounced fentanyl. Um, because of that, 50 Cent ended up doing a tweet. Okay, and it kind of like pissed Black Twitter off. Okay, y'all, because he said, I told y'all that was a powerful drug. Y'all ain't watch Raising Canaan. Like y'all seeing Raising Canaan, that's a powerful drug that would kill this clientele. That's a drug that would actually kill this clientele. So I'm pulling up that tweet real quick so you guys can actually see it for yourself. Now y'all know I'm not a big fan of 50 Cent. I think I said it before. I'm not a big fan of 50 Cent because for me, he always found a way to say something about somebody and make it about him, and he just messy. 50 is just messy as hell. So
I'm
here it
sorry. I
is.
gotta see.
Michael K. Williams loses life, and he brings up Raising Canaan. And he makes a tweet about, hey, we showed y'all that was a powerful ass drug. Didn't y'all watch Raising Canaan? A lot of people just felt like that was really insensitive and a wrong time to bring up Raising Canaan. Hold on. And the wrong time to bring up Raising Canaan, like was you just, doing some clout chasing or trying to get some free promotion in, so Black Twitter gave it to him for that tweet. So I'm gonna pull it up real quick so y'all can take a look at that. No need for us to watch the video. But here are just a few comments that people were saying
It was
based on
inappropriate for him to do that in a way to try to promote the show. That's inappropriate. You
yeah,
don't
in a way
use.
to promote the show, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. What do y'all feel about his comments? At the same time, I was kind of like, oh, for me, it kind of connected the dots because I don't know too much about drugs and the drug life. Like, I don't know too much about that stuff. And especially what they doing today. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it just kind of connected the dots. Like, oh, okay. I remember seeing in Raising Canaan where the clientele was actually dying from this stuff. So it just made it kind of connected the dots for me. But I can see why people say, okay, that was insensitive and that was just, all for clout. And 50 Cent being 50 Cent, the biggest clout chaser on social
Yeah,
media.
but because it's not like Raising Canaan is a documentary. It's not like you're, trying to get people to go to a source that can help them or that can, explain to them what's going on. You telling them to watch your show so you can see what happens when people take fentanyl. That's not even an after school special. That's not going to teach me anything. So to
Yeah,
me, that just proves that he was just trying to promote the show and he used this opportunity where people are hurting and grieving and are thinking, about the person that has passed, for you to put the shine back on you, it was a cheap shot, I think.
yeah. And we're not the only ones that feel this way. As y'all can see right here, I have a tweet that I pulled up from one of Michael K. Williams' fans. And it say, when you see 50 Cent use Michael K. Williams' death to promote his new show on IG posts. Like, people were really turned off by his
Okay,
comment.
real quick, Malika, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can you put that picture back? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Do you guys know who that is? Cindy should know who that is.
Jalen
That
Rose? You
no,
talking about Jalen?
yeah, Jalen Rose. Yeah, I love him. He's my boyfriend in my head.
Yeah, and I know Jalen. I
Stupid.
know Jalen.
No,
So
you don't.
he definitely your boyfriend
Malika,
in your
you're
head.
making
I
that
know,
up.
honey, sweetheart. I know his baby mama. I know his baby mama. I know Lorianne Parker. How would I know her name, first and last name? So it's definitely all in your head because I know the woman.
Oh,
They can't
oh,
keep her. I grew up in the
Malika,
same
will you tell him I
neighborhood.
love him and don't tell his wife that I said
Yeah, he
it?
used to come to our neighborhood and play basketball like with the local kids in the area and neighborhood and stuff like that. And one of the girls in our neighborhood, and they was dating for a long time. He had, I think, a couple kids together. So yeah, I know him. Not, personally, not
Well,
too
fun
good.
fact about him, he directed the documentary
Yeah, she
about the
got us
Fab
off
Five.
topic.
I loved him. I loved them since he played at Michigan.
Yeah, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Y'all know that. But anyway, you see, I didn't even get us off topic, y'all. Did y'all
No.
get that real quick? She wanted me to go back to the picture of Jalen Rose when she could have told me a
I
cat
know.
Jalen Rose.
That's why
Well,
I muted. That's
pull some
why I
strings
muted.
or something. No, I'm just I can't pull no strings for you. I ain't gonna catch so I can pull some strings for you.
Oh no.
But that was cute. But so yeah, we have two people that recently passed away from a drug overdose. So our heart and soul goes out to you guys. Our condolences goes out to you guys' family. May these people rest in peace, and may your family have peace and the love of God and protection all over y'all through y'all grievance and through this time and season. Um,
Amen.
Also, we got Greg Leaks. If you guys don't know who Greg Leaks is, I'm gonna pull up a photo of Greg Leaks.
We're losing people left and right.
Yeah, we really are, y'all. We really are. Okay, so Greg Leaks is really known for being the husband to Nene Leaks. Can y'all see the photo? Oh yeah,
Yes,
y'all got it. Y'all can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so Greg Leaks is the husband to Nene Leaks. Nene Leaks is sitting beside him. And she is the main star, I guess you could say, of the Real Housewives of Atlanta that comes on, is it WeTV or Bravo? I think Bravo. Yeah, I should have got my research and stuff in order, but
Bravo.
I used to watch this show, but it was a while ago, so I think it's on either Bravo or WeTV. But Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It's definitely
Um,
Bravo.
I'm sorry, what you say, Didi?
She said it's definitely Bravo.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry, I couldn't work my mute button. Yeah, it's definitely Bravo.
okay, on Bravo. Yeah, so the passing of Greg Leaks was really sad because a lot of us know him from TV, and we know that he's been battling with is it prostate cancer, you guys? Prostate, I know he was
Colon
battling
cancer.
colon cancer. Okay, he was battling with colon
Yeah.
cancer like what, the last couple years? Because I remember he went in remission.
It's been a minute.
It's
Yeah.
been a minute. I remember, like I said, I used to watch the show. I haven't been watching the show in a while since I started my new businesses. Y'all, that take precedence over everything. Okay, So I no longer watch reality TV unless I'm able to just sit down and binge watch. So if I say some stuff wrong, I'm sorry. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Okay, because Nene Leakes was one of my favorite characters. And I like Nene Leakes because she was real.
Me too.
Period, point blank. She was just real. Like if that's how she felt, she'd tell you how she feel. You didn't have to really guess with Nene. You know, what you see is what you get. So that was one of my favorite characters. And I love the way that Greg loved on her. So I'm sure for a lot of Nene fans, this like hit home for us. You know what I'm saying? And then like really hit our hearts because like I said, we watched their marriage on TV for many years. We watched his battle with colon cancer. And you know, and it was just really, really sad. So our heart and stuff goes out to Nene. Do y'all want to add anything to Nene Leakes and Greg's relationship or
I don't
anything,
think
Shaw?
that she's on the show anymore, from what I understand. I don't watch it, but I think they said she's off the show now.
Yeah, I think she left the show prior to the new season that came out. I don't know. I know she lasted for a while. She lasted for a while and then she left the show. I don't think it had anything to do with her husband. Maybe it did, maybe because he was sickly. But like I said, I know at one point he was going through he went through a remission. You know, he was just doing what is it called? What is that diet called, you guys?
Don't start me lying.
That
Ask me no questions I
natural.
tell you
Oh
Keto
my
no.
God.
diet?
No, not keto. It was another kind of diet that he was doing where he would only do all natural substances and stuff. So he refused the chemo. And so he decided to do this diet. I can't think of it, y'all. Somebody help me out in the chat room. I can't think of it. But yeah, he decided to do this treatment, you know, and this alkaline diet, the alkaline diet and this treatment and refused chemo. And so for a while he was doing really good. He was looking healthy. He was doing good, you know. And so I actually personally thought that he was going to beat this thing. I thought he was going to beat this thing. And I'm pretty sure more people thought the same. You know, he was really looking good and starting to look healthy all over again. And, you know, next thing you know it, the cancer came back and he loses his life. So my heart goes out to Nene because I can imagine losing a significant other. You know, I
Yeah.
just told y'all I've been with my husband since I was 21
Yeah.
and I'm 41. I cannot imagine just waking up one day and he not there no more.
That's got to be hard.
That got to be hard. That has to be hard. So yeah, Nene Leakes. Oh shit. Our heart goes out to you, hon.
Praying for you, praying for you.
Definitely
It's
praying
so
for you.
sad.
Praying for you. So now that we got that out the way, y'all, I'm gonna talk about this little fool for a minute. And I say fool because he's a fool. And I don't Didi, I know you don't argue with me. I'm talking about Little Nas
What?
X.
I didn't say anything.
Man,
How
Little
do I
Nas
get in
X.
trouble not saying anything?
Because I don't know, I just felt like you was gonna say something. You know, I cannot stand me some Little Nas X. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot. He's all like I understand this for him, maybe, or for some of his fans, what he do and what he put out may be art, and his lifestyle, and we don't have to approve of it. We don't have to pay attention to it. I get that, but I cannot stand the message, the art, the darkness of it all. I can't stand it. So what is he up to now? Malika, what are you talking about? Let me show y'all what this fool
It's
is up
definitely
to.
demonic.
He's definitely demonic as hell. Like, I don't care how what y'all call it, or I don't care. This man is demonic. The things that he actually put out is demonic. Like, it's just no other way for me to see it. Like, yeah, okay, he's a real life demon. So, what am I talking about? What is he up to now? Let me show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna play a quick video. Quick video. Go ahead and get through these little ads real quick. So you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And let me know if you guys can. Matter of fact, I might have to start it over because I don't think I put the sound on, so you guys wouldn't have heard it. So let me go
I
back and
would
pull it.
just like to mention how quiet I'm being. You see, I
I
haven't
see.
said anything
I peeped.
yet.
Yes, because Didi, you are not just the quiet type, honey.
Oh, it's
I know you
coming.
gonna have something to say when it's all done and over with.
Lil
It's
Nas
definitely
X is
coming.
expecting. Well, kind of.
The blessings are literally knocking me out at this point.
The latest blessing is the rapper's debut full-length studio album, Montero.
Where's Echo, babe?
Lil Nas X announced his album will drop on September 17th, and the news came with these. Yup, the musician did a full-on maternity shoot to celebrate his baby, sporting a prosthetic bump, flower crown, and even sharing a sonogram. He also posted this reveal to TikTok.
No, forgive and love away, but I want so I love you.
Okay, I'm just making sure y'all see this real quick. I had to pause it.
I'm looking at this foolishness.
I had to pause it real quick to make sure y'all see what I see. If y'all see what I see, put some dead or crying laughing emojis or just some emojis with water. Let me know you over there crying laughing at this bullshit right now. Please throw it in the chat room. Let me know y'all see what I see.
Lil Nas X explained the idea was born, no pun intended, out of a conversation he had with his stylist. Quote, she was like, wow, this all comes together. Your album, your baby. I was like, yeah, this is my baby, huh? As a joke, she was like, yeah, you should do a pregnancy shoot. And, well, now we have these pics.
It's amazing.
Lil Nas X's photo shoot comes just days after he kinda trolled fellow rapper Drake's latest album launch, after Drake shared the cover art for Certified Lover Boy, a series of emojis depicting pregnant women. The Call Me By Your Name singer posted this memeified version featuring pregnant men.
And I'm just like extremely thankful and happy.
Now, this whole pregnancy thing doesn't stop there, because on Thursday, Lil Nas X tweeted to his followers, let me get offline. All of this negative energy is not good for the baby. And there's more Lil Nas X news.
Yeah. Okay,
Wait a
you can
minute.
stop right there. We don't need to know anything about this man, none of his upcoming shows, albums, or anything. Because I'm really hoping ain't nobody that following his channel or listen to us crazy enough to listen to his music, watch his videos, none of that stuff, unless y'all just want to roast him. Okay. He's a fool. He is a whole fool. I'm gonna mute up. I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm gonna mute
Well,
up.
you good, but
Cynthia, he a whole fool. He a whole fool.
Girl, I'm speechless. This man is crazy.
But y'all know what? It just seems to me as if they want to normalize stuff like this and make it like it's okay. But do y'all remember when Beyonce was pregnant?
Yeah.
And everybody was saying she had a prosthetic bump or whatever this shit is called.
Yeah.
And remember they dragged her for months, maybe the whole 9 months of her pregnancy.
Yeah.
You remember that? How come?
Yeah.
Like when he did it, like you don't even really hear that much talk about it. Ain't nobody dragging him for this.
Nope.
Because mostly hold on. What am I trying to say? I told y'all to give me a break real quick because I got a lot to say. Most celebrities can't even speak against the LGBT community or transgenders or anything like that. They can't even speak against it or even say how they feel about it without being
Crucified.
What is it called?
Crucified.
No. Without being blackballed or
Blacklisted. Hey, we blacklisted?
Canceled.
Without being canceled.
Okay.
Without the cancel culture coming in and shutting them down. See what I'm saying? They can't speak or they can't say anything against it. So basically, we just gonna normalize the stuff that they, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this.
I was listening to a YouTuber, I think yesterday, and he was saying how the devil, well, Little Nas is the people that come up with these ideas and stuff. His management was smart in the way that they brought him in with Old Town Road and got the attention of the younger generation. And now he's coming out doing all of this stuff, crazy stuff. And like you said, it looks like it's normalized, like it's a normal thing to do. And like Jennifer said, because he is GAY, then you can't mess with anybody from that community, because then people think that you're against that community and stuff. But I don't have anything against anybody for their sexual preferences or anything like that. I'm not going to bring God into it. So I always bring God into stuff, because that when I speak my truth, He's always in it. But he's got a beeline straight to hell. So I'm hoping that he thinks that all of this is worth it, and he has time to repent.
Okay, where do I start? Okay, first of all, you might be surprised to know that I agree with you. I think it's gross. I don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. But I talked to some people who feel differently than me. Shout out to my son's friends, they know who they are. And the answer that I got back was that, he is an artist. If Lady Gaga can wear meat, we have people that do horror movies, terrible, horrible horror movies. And we don't say that because they do these horrible, these horror movies, that they are what that movie is. So I think that yes, you should be able to express yourself however you want, because you don't think like I do. You don't have the life experience I do. And maybe you don't have a relationship with God. So you don't see the dangers or the distaste for it that I do, because I'm going from a Christian mind, and I'm going for through the what God wants for me and for other people. But if you don't believe that, then doing something like that really isn't going to be awful to you or strange to you. So I think that when they're thinking of these things, these outrageous things, that they're not coming from it from a place that we're coming from it from. And I don't think it has anything
Say
at
that
all
three
to
times.
do
I'm
with him
sorry.
being gay. I don't think we should even say anything about it, about him being gay. This is gross because it's gross. It's not gross because he's gay.
No, I think what Jennifer and well, I can speak for myself. I'm saying that they can't say anything to him and really drag him too much because of that reason. Now, if Jay Z came out and did something like that, they would probably drag him because he's heterosexual. I think because of Nas' sexual preference, that's why they're not dragging him, because then it looks bad, like you're against the LGBTQA and D ointment.
Uh,
I'm
oh,
sorry, y'all.
baby.
A and D. Well, the letters and stuff, but because just look what happened. Was it Lil Boosie that made the comment during the concert, and they canceled him? He had to
The
Oh, the
come
baby,
back.
baby.
the baby.
Little
The
baby, yeah,
baby.
had to come back and apologize for what he had said because it offended
Yeah,
so
but I
many
mean, let's see.
people.
He got dragged, and he's getting dragged too. Remember, he put the post up that says, "I got to get offline because all this negativity is bad for the baby." People have been dragging him. Yes, he is getting it. He is getting it, and I don't know how much of it even mentions that him being gay or whatever. But I think it would be just outrageous and have the same exact reaction if Jay Z did it, or if Drake did it, or if Chris Brown
I
did it.
disagree. I
It's
disagree. If it was
distasteful
anybody
because of
else,
the image.
no, if it was anybody else, the rappers would repost. Like if Bow Wow did some shit like that, they would drag Bow Wow. They would reshare it and they would drag his ass. But they cannot reshare that and say gross because of the protection that he got, being the fact that he's a face and a public figure and a speaker and a voice for the LGBT community. So they can't even retweet the shit and be like, and just speak how their opinion on it. They have to be, they got to be politically correct. They can't even retweet it and just say, ugh. But if Bow Wow was to do some shit like that, they'd be like, this nigga. Or so, you know what I'm saying? And it should go viral and they would clown him. So I just feel like it's definitely double standards, and it's just not cool. Like when Beyonce, when everybody felt like Beyonce had a fake baby bump, they dragged her for the whole 9 months of her pregnancy.
Yeah, I
So,
don't think that he's being held at the same standard
and he could pretty
as
much do whatever the hell
Beyonce.
he want to do.
Yeah, but I don't think he's, I don't think Lil Nas X is where Beyonce is, but I do think that, he doesn't have to be explaining himself because he's gay. He's not a gay activist. He's not, he's not someone like Elliot Brown who's out there, she is a transgender actor on TV and out there on the front lines trying to get change for gay people. That is not who he is. He is the exception to gay people, not the rule. I know enough gay people. I know a lot of gay people. I don't know anybody that's doing this kind of craziness.
Yeah,
So
to me, he's not
to
a good.
to
To
make him
me,
responsible for that, ugh.
to me, he is definitely a representation of the gay community in this generation because he's the visionary of it, and so, but to me, he not conservative with it. Like he nasty with it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just don't respect
Ratchet.
it. Like I know gay people that's gay and still kind of conservative with it.
Ratchet.
Yeah, he ratchet as hell with it. I mean, music videos, dance on the devil's lap. You can't say it's not demonic. Why would we make a video of him on the strip pole going straight to hell and giving the devil the lap dance? That's demonic.
I still haven't
So
seen that video and I refuse to watch it.
yeah, we played it here for a quick second, and we only showed that that particular clip.
Yeah, you
But
don't want to see it. You don't want to
I
see it.
definitely agree with one thing that you said, Didi, is the fact
But
that
why isn't that the same as the guy that makes like Nightmare on Elm Street or the guy that makes The Conjuring or the
that
person
shit is
that,
dark. Dark is dark. Dark is dark.
huh?
Dark is dark. Dark is dark for me. In my opinion, dark is dark. And so I don't enter no place that's dark. I don't allow my ear gates and my eye gates to receive anything that's dark. Because for me, dark is
Oh no,
dark.
yeah. No. I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. I'm just saying that the people that, M. Night Shyamalan makes all those scary horror movies,
It's not
but
the
we
fact
don't
that
say that
not Lil
he's
Nas X is
demonic.
gay.
He's demonic.
Right. It's not the fact that Lil Nas X is just gay. It's the fact that he's gay and he's dark. And a combination of the two, like the pregnant, the man being pregnant, and him actually tweeting, "I got to get off social media. This is upsetting my baby." That's not just for the album. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that he putting out and the fruit that he is displaying, the fruit of his spirit, in my opinion, for me, is dark. So it's no different than me watching something on TV that's dark. I can't take that like I can't take him. Because for me, dark is dark. But it's just the fact that he's a dark entity, but at the same time, he's promoting homosexuality. So it's kind of like with the two intertwined, I can't stand you. I'm sorry. It's just too much. It's just too much.
Yeah.
For my little
Yeah, I can
spirit.
see that. That I can understand. I just don't think he should be held any more accountable for that than people that make horror movies. I mean, it's just,
Then if
can't
that's
this
the case, should
just be
nobody
his
with a
way?
platform.
It is distasteful to me. I Yeah, I want to just reiterate that it is distasteful to me as well. I'm basically playing devil's advocate. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, because everybody with a platform have to be accountable for the work, the art, whatever they put out. We can't say some people, I don't think some people should be held accountable for that. That's just art. But then when the baby go out there and he tweets something or he says something, they ready to pin him up against the wall. If we gonna say that it's freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of freedom, then what the hell? We let everybody be the damn free.
Right. And like Jennifer said, he's an influencer and kids are looking at him
But
as
when
a
you
negative
are
stuff, regardless
influencer,
if he's an artist or not.
let me pin her comment. When you are influencer and you do have that platform, unfortunately, people are going to pin you against the wall for some of the art, the quote unquote art you do, some of the music you put out. You know what I'm saying? People is going to judge that, and everybody not going.
Yeah, but it's negative stuff to us because we are coming from a different place than he is. I'm saying that because we can't see it the way he sees it doesn't mean that he's demonic or that he even believes what he's
It's
putting
not
out
us
because
coming
people
from a
do a lot of
different.
things for
It's
money.
him. He coming from a different place because I don't know where in his head that he ever seen a man walking around pregnant. It's him that's crazy. That's coming from a whole different place. We're normal, okay? We're normal. The shit he putting out is not. So they trying to normalize that stuff to make us say, he's just a little different. We're all different. Everybody is different. No, that shit is not normal.
But who decides what's normal? What's normal for you and what's normal for
God,
me could be
the maker
completely
decided
different.
what
But
was.
my normal is normal to me.
Yeah, okay, but my normal to me is if you look back throughout history, the world only repeats itself. Like nothing is new under the sun. Even the Bible tell you nothing is new under the sun.
Right.
The world repeats itself. But to me, my normal is the beginning and how things was, the order and the way things was created, man and woman, or like just the order, the natural order of things to me is my normal. Not things that was I guess created by man or accepted or normalized by man, but the very foundation of how God put everything, how he structured this earth. So to me, that's what normality is. You know do y'all get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I understand completely, and I completely disagree.
I know you do.
I understand what you're saying about the movies and stuff, Danita. But
I
I know you do.
it's a different type of entertainment. People go into movie theaters knowing it's a horror flick. People don't click on a video thinking that somebody's going to take a stripper pole down to hell and give a devil a lap dance.
And
That's
why
two
do we even
different.
have to mix
they
in
know it if
religion
they
into
know
the
who
thing?
Lil Nas X is.
But my whole thing is like, why do music, me listening to music or watching videos, why do that even have to be a religious type of thing? See what I'm saying? Like, why do the devil have to be in entertainment music at all? Because when most of our kids and stuff is watching or listening to music or watching videos and stuff, they not expecting to have some kind of spirituality movement, some kind of spiritual movement or awakening in the music video. They just want to watch the music video to make listen to the song or to see. Because back in the day, we used to watch a music video and the video actually played out what the song was saying. Remember,
Right.
Brenda's Got a Baby, Tupac? The actual video was about Brenda having a baby, throwing a baby in the trash. So you watch the video, you already know, you got a kind of an idea what the video gonna be about based on the song. Nowadays, you listening to a song, it was a Weekend song, can't even remember the name of the Weekend song because here's another one I can't stand. And my daughters played the video for me. The video was totally opposite from the song and straight up demonic, just dark. So why do we even have to incorporate spirituality with music? Right? Because why?
I think the answer to that
Because
is
the Bible tells us in the beginning that Satan himself was a musician. What
Yeah.
Satan himself was over music, right? So this
Yeah.
is the reason why the two is incorporated still to this day. So what we seeing, the quote unquote art from some of these people really goes back to spirituality, really goes back to the beginning and who's the author over the music, who's running the industry. I mean, so for me, it's no other way to look at it but light versus dark. There's no other way to look at it but, do y'all get what I'm saying? There's no other way to look at it.
Yeah, my
We
cousin
can
did it.
be deceived if we want to and say, oh, it's just art or it's just this and that. No, that's what you want to believe. Okay, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's really no other way to look at it except light versus dark.
Right. My cousin did a sermon talking about music and how, because like when I listen to music, I mostly like it for the beat. Most of the time, I don't know what they're saying. Every now and then, I'll catch something. I'll be like, "Oh my goodness!" But
That baby catch a hook.
he said you can find yourself as a Christian sitting at a red light, and the car next door might have on rap, and before you know it, you're bopping your head and tapping your foot and your hand to it without conscious thought. Because music is like a soothing thing. Music can get you in the best mood. Music can help you get through hard times because
Music
of the
is
lyrics and
spiritual.
stuff. So music is a big thing. And with him coming out doing this, like Jennifer said again, it's like people are starting to come out and they're trying to shove this down our throat that, this is something that is normal. And to me, it is not, because it doesn't in line with the Bible.
And to me, you can see the spirituality in it. And if we understand that we not just natural beings, but we are spiritual beings. And like you said, music move us spiritually as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all didn't listen to some of those even gospel songs that just have you in your spirit and make you want to cry
Yes,
and
sir.
you know what I'm saying? Music moves your spirit.
Yes, sir.
And so it's like, to me, he knows what he's doing. If he don't know what he's doing, the people that's around him know exactly what they do. They know exactly what they doing. And so for me to turn around and say, it's okay. Everybody is different. Then I'm doing exactly what they want me to do. I'm normalizing. But I get what you're saying too, Didi, because everybody.
Okay, well, what about the people who are different? What about people who are atheists, who don't believe in God, and they want to express themselves? Again, we're coming from a place of God, and our thinking and our imagery, when we see something, we can see something completely different because of the relationship that we have with God. But if that person does not have that same belief, are we saying that because they don't believe the way we believe, they're not allowed to express themselves? And I'll say one more thing.
No,
When
I
you
think
went
they
to a Two Live Crew concert, you knew what you was going to see. So if the people are not down with what he's doing, there are ways to not have to look at it.
But see, Didi, they brought him in. Okay, let me just say this, because totally get what you're saying. Okay, but you have to understand, they brought him into a hip hop genre. Okay, where majority of his fans in this time was all black, like a black audience. But they brought him in very cunningly, like serpently. They didn't introduce him as a gay singer who want to get pregnant, and they didn't introduce him as somebody who drink blood and want to make shoes with blood in the soles. They cunningly, like a serpent. Do you get what I'm saying? Introduced him into
I
a
do. I understand
generation,
what you're saying, but
hold on, into a hip hop, young black hip hop generation. Okay, like Jennifer said in the beginning with the Old Town Road thing.
Be right back, y'all. I'm sorry.
Okay, with the Old Town Road thing, and then all of a sudden now he is the face, or now he is the icon figure, whatever the hell you want to call him, the celebrity of the LGBT community, because he's an openly gay, proud musician. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like if that's the route that they wanted to go, okay, a lot of us don't listen to, for instance, a lot of us don't listen to punk music or rock and roll music, because a lot of us feel like it's dark, right? So why the hell they didn't put him over there?
right.
He should have came out as a rock and roll singer or something, or something like that. But I kind of feel like the way he was introduced into R&B music, and now he's known in, and not just in pop, not because I'm sure he didn't cross over to pop, he didn't cross over to country, he didn't cross over to all these other genres of music, but to bring him and introduce him into a young generation of R&B people, and us to actually watch him and his quote unquote art and the things that he putting out, and to say, okay, well, this is where we are today, this is normal today. I don't think that that's fair. I think that he actually setting the trends as to what we believe should be fair or not. Nobody before him have did the shit that he doing, right? And in the spotlight, being a public figure. Nobody have done that before. Even Elton John being a gay musician, he was still kind of conservative with his art and with his music and things like that. Nobody have done the things that Lil Nas X doing. So to me, he kind of they using him to kind of set the trend, to set the tone for more people to come out and be like, hey, I'm gay and this shit is normal. And this is just what, where my mindset is that, okay, that's fine. But at the same time, don't push it on everybody else.
Right.
Okay, I would say that if, Lil Nas X came on in the middle of the day, like they do the emergency weather thing, and everybody had to watch it, I would be with you 150%. But you have to seek him out. You have to go and find him. And there are plenty of other gay artists and entertainers in the world. Do we make all of them responsible?
You really don't. You really don't, because he's promoted in our black news channels, in our black like I watched the Shade Room, in our black gossip blog sections, because of who he is and how he came through the door. You know what I'm saying? He's being talked about in our black networks and our black communities and things like that. So he really is unavoidable.
Especially with the shenanigans that he's doing.
Thank you.
Now think about it this way. Cindy still hasn't seen the video, right? So she has chosen not to watch the video. So if she goes somewhere where it's available, she doesn't have to look at it. My fear is that what we're talking about is if you don't agree the way we agree, you're not allowed to express yourself the way you want to express yourself. That's scary. And I also don't think every black actor and every black musician is a representation of black people. We can't do that because they die of heroin, they die of drug over.
So you think that a person should be able to express themselves, period, with no limitation, however the fuck
I think it's absolutely imperative, because if you start there, then where does it end? And who gets to decide what's art and what isn't? And who is going to be responsible for that? And how far will they go?
Who's going to protect our children? Who's going to protect the next generation coming
Our
up?
parents. Our parents have to protect our kids. Our parents have to protect our kids. You can block their computers. Wait a minute, I missed that.
Our children all the time, and they go to their friends' houses, and they're going to be exposed to it, whether it's in your house or not in your house. So it's, kids are going to be talking.
Okay, then we better be really, really good at teaching them the difference between right and wrong, and demonic and spiritual, and God and the devil. If you have given that information to your children, then even them watching that will make it distasteful to them, because they will see it through the eyes that we are seeing it from, because we have instilled that in them. But I don't feel like I can say to Lil Nas X, because what I find you're doing is distasteful, I'd like to say again, which I do find it distasteful, that you therefore can't do it, because I find it's distasteful. Now, you can put parental controls on their games, on their tablets. You can put parental controls on the cable. If you are really concerned about your children seeing this, there are ways to prevent them from doing it. But if just by chance something slips through and they do get to see it, you better have taught them to be.
Once we normalize stuff like that, we talking about men getting prosthetic bumps. I might be saying it wrong. walking around in the grocery stores, because nobody frown upon it, because it's normal. Nobody speak out on it because it's normal.
No, it's not normal to us. It'll still not be normal to us.
We still live in the same world. We still live in the same earth. So we still.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. There's not going to be any way to get around. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with that. Yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
Jennifer is an abomination, and that's how I'm gonna end it on that. Because me and Didi is not gonna see eye to eye when it comes to this. I feel like it's an abomination.
Okay, girl.
what I can say is I totally agree with what
Okay.
she said as far as, a lot of people don't have the same upbringing. A lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people do not have the same spirituality, the same belief as we have. And I get that. But like I said, I don't know. For me, with Lil Nas X, it was kind of cunningly the way they introduced him into, into R&B music and like I said, and him in our communities, the blogs, and everything. And for me, I don't feel like every black celebrity is the voice of of the people, but at the same time, they have a platform to actually use and influence people. And so for me, that's scary as hell. That's scary as hell. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on, y'all.
I
To
was
the
just getting ready to say, somebody else that has messed up in our black community, Brother Polite.
Well, hold on, we not there yet. We not there yet, but we're
not there yet. Okay, my bad.
We're not there yet, but we will get.
We lost Didi.
We lost Didi. She'll jump back on. We're not there yet, something, but we'll get there. But yes, so one thing I wanted to share with y'all real quick, because we spent a lot of time talking about Lil Nas X, was I don't know if you guys seen K Michelle, the new K Michelle. We call her the new K Michelle, you guys, because the new K Michelle looks nothing like the old K Michelle. So what we wanted to do is do like a little side by side so y'all can see what the new K Michelle, what the old K Michelle looked like, in case y'all don't know the old K Michelle, and see what the new K Michelle looks like now. Now, a lot of people is actually talking and displeased, and like Dee said before, we can't control nobody's actions. Nobody, they fans can't even control what the hell they do. Okay, so if we're not a fan, we definitely don't have no say over what the hell they do and what they put out. But many people are really displeased by the plastic surgery and everything that she's been doing, because before the plastic surgery, if y'all don't know or had followed K Michelle, she had a lot of butt implants, and that went wrong, and she had some butt silicones. I mean, she had the biggest butt on earth. Okay, and I know we had some big booties out there. She had the biggest booty on earth. She had to make sure in her music career that she had the biggest booty on earth. Okay. And so that went all bad. She started everywhere she was going, walking, she was leaking silicone, all type of crazy stuff. So she had to get that removed. So now what she's doing is playing with her face. Okay. And I personally feel like she was a beautiful woman prior to this plastic surgery, and she didn't need plastic surgery. But hey, again, that's just my opinion. I personally believe that this is something else that the world is normalizing. Hey, you don't like your nose? Change it. You don't like your eyes? Change them. You don't like your small lips? Just change it. And like I said, I wish, and maybe that's just will always be my hope, that we will take things back, that we would kind of like pause and just take things back when everything was just freaking normal shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, gosh, like this stuff right here, to me, the way life is now is just so different. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull that up. Okay, Didi, we got Didi back on.
And then the kids, oh my God.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up real quick so you guys can see the before and after. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do it in slow motion. I'm gonna save the suspense. I'm gonna drag it on a little bit, because I told Didi about it, but I refused to show it to her until I actually showed it to everybody else. So if y'all don't know who K Michelle is, K Michelle is a R&B singer and writer, a music composer, ghostwriter, producer. I mean, very talented young lady. Okay, reality TV show star from Love and Hip Hop, very talented young lady. One of my personal favorite characters when I was watching Love and Hip Hop, because what? She real as hell. She was real as hell. So I don't know. Maybe I just like all the drama people. I just like the. And y'all know she brought the drama.
Well, that's what's fun to watch. That's the funnest part about it.
Exactly. That's what makes it entertaining. So she brought it. She brought it. So this is the old K Michelle, guys. And like I said, I'm gonna drag it on a little bit. Okay.
I'm so frightened.
This is the old K Michelle prior
Yep, that's her.
I know I'm gonna drag it. I'm gonna blow it up a little bit so you guys can see. Get a good look
She's
at her.
so
This is
pretty.
pre-plastic surgery, K. Michelle. Beautiful face. I don't see anything wrong with her nose. I think her lips are nice and full. Beautiful, beautiful, right? Beautiful woman. Okay, y'all ready?
Those cheeks are everything.
Every girl, y'all ready for the new K. Michelle?
I'm scared.
I know, right?
Okay, let's go. The new K. Michelle. So here is the before, and here's the after. I'm gonna
No.
let y'all
What?
sit on this. I'm gonna let y'all sit on this for a quick
Wait
minute,
a
and I'm gonna mute
minute.
up.
That's ridiculous. Why do these people feel like they
Wait,
have to?
what? Hang on.
This is the new K Michelle. This is the new K Michelle.
No way.
The skin whitening. She got her nose done. Well, skin whitening, nose done, lips done. We already know she got her body done. Yeah, all of that.
That's crazy.
All of that. Y'all, since when we've been living in a time where black people have to have plastic surgery or even interested in getting plastic surgery?
I, I hate to bring up Michael again, but he is the perfect example of plastic surgery gone wrong. Lil Kim took a wrong turn at the plastic surgeon's office,
Little
and
Kim was horrible.
the oh my goodness.
She was beautiful, but
But
she was
listen,
a mess,
shout out
man.
to K Michelle because she does look younger.
But she young. She's young.
It's K Michelle from
She not
Destiny's Child.
it's not like she's an old woman and trying to, you know what I'm saying, get some rejuve in her, you know what I'm saying, and hit some
Right,
wrinkles and iron out
right,
some wrinkles. She's a young lady. She had plenty of
right,
years
right.
to get some Botox and iron out some wrinkles and all that stuff. And I
Chat
can get it if it was just that.
put up Jennifer's comment about black women being beautiful.
Okay. Sure. Let's go ahead and read Jennifer comment. Black women are beautiful. Why can't we see this? Everyone in the world trying to be like us. I understand you tweak a little things, but not drastically to alter what God made. Exactly. I totally agree.
I mean, they become totally different people. Like I saw some bad
But you know
Botox
what the
lips.
one trend is? I'm sorry, go ahead, Cindy.
I've seen some. I was trying to find the video because I was showing it to Martez the other night, and it was this girl on like something like America's Got Talent, and she had these big boobs and this big butt, and her lips looked absolutely horrible. Something like Kardashian. They're making their lips entirely too big, and they look
They
deformed.
swear to God they've never had lip surgery or anything done to their butts. They will put their hand on the Bible. They say that they have never. Oh, I think one of them gets Botox in her lips. Kylie, I think the Jenner one. I
Hmm.
think she admitted that she gets Botox in her lip. But Kim and Chloe and Courtney, they swear that they've never done anything to their butts or their lips. And they're Armenian, so they're not, they're not, that's pretty much African, really.
I can see
Yeah.
tweaking, but to lighten your skin and stuff like that, it's like you don't want to be black.
Yeah. That's just too
No,
much.
I don't think they do because think about our society bombards us with what they think beauty is. And what is it? It's always a skinny, blonde haired, blue eyed, white girl. And that is what's celebrated in this country. So people get a distorted idea of what beauty is. But I like to always tell black women, we are the mother of everyone. The
Yep,
very, very, very first people were black. So technically, everybody should be trying to look like us, which they do, by the way. And then somehow we try to, imitate them. I don't know where we got the idea that what we are isn't beautiful and what they are is beautiful, unless you've been brainwashed by all the images that you get on TV and movies and magazines.
I can see it enhancing your beauty, but that, like she said, you turn into a whole different person. That's no self-esteem on your part.
Most
Oh, if I
definitely.
had the money, I would definitely get plastic surgery. By the way.
I would too.
Like I can't with her right
Me
now.
either.
But anyway, so yeah, moving along. Cindy, I'm gonna go
I'm
ahead and
against it because I can't pay for it.
okay, Cindy, if you ready, you could go ahead and move on to the pervert, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull some stuff
Yeah,
up.
so we got
Oh,
polite.
Malika, did you really say
Yeah,
that?
I did.
Malika, please
I
all
did.
your emails to Malika. Do not write me or Cindy. Don't call us and threaten us online. That
And
was
let me
Malika.
just say, when we talked about this topic last week, I actually was in the middle of doing some running around, so I missed it because I ended up losing my signal for a minute, and I had to jump on my hotspot, so I ended up missing the whole conversation. So I was like, yeah, I gotta have some input on this. So go ahead, Cindy.
So if those that don't know, Polite is a motivational speaker. He's a giant YouTuber. And it's been said for years that he is a womanizer. He has like 21 wives. He'll have two of them living in the house at the same time. And that he bothered children. Nobody listened to the people that were saying it 5 years ago. Now, what happened was, from what I understand, him and his girlfriend of a year, they had gone to a party or something. They went somewhere, and the daughter was who's 14 was hungry, and the mother wasn't quite ready to go out yet. She went to change her clothes and stuff like that. So the little girl kept complaining she was hungry. So Polite volunteered to take her down to the lobby, and I'm getting one story to wait for her, and then I'm getting another story that said that he was supposed to take her to get something to eat. Well, I don't know how they ended up in his room, but allegedly he raped this 14-year-old girl. There's DNA evidence of it, and people are outraged behind it because he is from the what they consider, and I'm doing air quotes, the
Like a truth
conscious
community.
community,
Yeah.
and he's pro-black. Everything is let's get the communities together, let's get together and help out these children and all of this stuff. And it comes to be that he is allegedly a rapist of a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Okay, Malika, I take it back. You were right.
See? See? But yeah, he's a Moor, or I don't know if the Moorish community want me to attach his name to the Moorish community, but that's how I learned about Brother Polite like years ago, from the Moors and the Moorish community of people I know and friends that I associate with, and
Mhm.
so he's a big time deal, a big deal in the Moorish community, and Jennifer, he have different girlfriends or wives and all that stuff. Yeah. So he was like a big deal. They've been talking about his lifestyle in the Moorish community. So this whole story like really don't surprise me because I've heard some things about him before in a private sector, like you was talking about the community, the freedom community. So I've
Mhm.
heard of things about him going around, rumors about him going around years ago in a private sector. So this story don't really surprise me a lot. And the stuff that happened in the dark eventually will come out to the light.
Absolutely. I
You know.
never heard of this guy until all this stuff broke about him being arrested.
Mm,
I had never heard of him
yeah.
because I
Well,
wasn't in that community. I
exactly.
wasn't over there.
Exactly. So yeah, but my question is, why does she allow him to take her daughter anywhere, for one? And for two, you wasn't like on pins and needles when they didn't come right back. I mean, you wasn't, aware of the time and how long they were gone. You didn't find that to be suspicious.
Right.
You are not
Phone
taking my
call.
baby anywhere. I don't care where you're going. I don't care how hungry. I don't care if she pees on herself. She is not going anywhere with you that I am not. And they only been dating for a year. So for real, they shouldn't have been that close. In my estimation, I don't introduce any man to my children at least after I'm going to with them for a year, let alone letting them go off somewhere. And what you mean you're not ready to go? Your baby's hungry. What do you do? Why did you bring her if you wasn't going to take care of her?
But be
They were
realistic,
supposed to be
Didi.
going to an after party or
Now I'm about to
something.
play devil's advocate on your butt. Be realistic. Dating somebody a year, you don't think that in dating somebody in a year time, because that don't mean she didn't know him prior to that or was a follower of his prior to that. But dating somebody for
That's
a year,
true.
you don't maybe feel like you do trust them after dating them and kicking it with them for a whole year. That's a long time. And then it
It
ain't like she
feels
a
like a
baby.
long time now.
It ain't like she a baby. She 13, 14 years old when this
14.
happened?
Yeah.
14 when this happened. So if you was in a relationship with somebody, y'all had been dating for a whole year, and your 14-year-old daughter just want to run down to the restaurant and get something to eat. In your mind, would you think that this man who you lay with every day, has been laying with every day for a whole year, gonna do something to your 14-year-old daughter?
I wouldn't think that.
I
You
might
would
be
think that if y'all
suspicious.
been
I
dating
might
for
be
a whole year
suspicious.
though.
No, I think I might be suspicious. See, I think that what happens with me is I don't even put myself, I don't ever have to make that kind of decision because I don't put myself in that situation. And, some people do, to each his own. You want to have a one night stand, that's on you. But with the most precious thing in my life, I'm going to be overly protective. Now, I'm not saying that I think I will agree with you that perhaps if it was a woman friend that I had known for a year, I probably would feel more comfortable letting her go, but I shouldn't, because a predator is a predator. So, I think maybe my decision might be a little bit skewed by the fact that, he's a man.
I think that it's really important to look for signs and red flags and things like that when you in a relationship with somebody, and those are not, especially if they're stepdad to your children and stuff. I think it's real important to pay attention to signs and red flags, because you're not gonna automatically think somebody that you with and somebody that's showing you love and affection, somebody that's taking care of the household. You're not thinking that they're gonna do anything to violate your child. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if y'all been together. Because to me, a year is a long enough time for me to at least get to know you and feel a little bit comfortable with you playing stepdad, especially if you've been living in my home for a whole year. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And so my whole thing is I don't really fault her for saying, hey, go
Hey,
on with him,
Marty.
go on with your stepdaddy and let him take you down there and get you something to eat real quick. I don't really fault her for that, but I fault her for not being aware of, damn, how long they been gone.
He
Damn,
had
the
her long
restaurant
enough
right
to have
there.
he had her gone long enough to give her drugs and get her drunk.
Exactly. So I feel like
Yeah,
at that
that's too long.
that's too long. That's too long. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I only say this because I had a situation. Y'all know I have said it before, but my husband was separated for a year. And I had a situation where I was dating somebody, and he was a good guy, good to me, but we've been knowing each other for years. I mean, for years before I even met my husband, I knew him. And I don't know. I didn't allow, like, he didn't even try to be around my children and no private type of stuff like that. But I'm just visualizing us at somewhere out, and she hungry, and I'm saying, yeah, go with, I ain't gonna say his name, but go with such son. Let me go get you something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking that would be an automatic, oh, he might do something to her, so I need to be more cautious. Like, no, I wouldn't even be with him if I feel like he would harm my children or do something to my child.
But
However, especially for
Well,
a whole, but
the other thing
however,
about that is you have to think about
let
them
me, let
being a
me just say this.
predator.
However, I wouldn't be with somebody who I even think that's a predator.
and
I
this
wouldn't
been
be
out
in a
there for a
relationship with
while.
somebody who I even assume that got predator type. That's why I said look for red flags and shit. Because if I see a red flag that your ass is a predator, I'm gone. But I would not be with somebody who I feel like could consciously do something to my, not consciously, but I'm saying I wouldn't consciously be with somebody that I feel like could do something to my child.
There's parents
Yeah,
out
but
there that
predators
do
are
things
really
to
good
their
at hiding
children.
that.
But there's parents
Well,
out
then
there
if
that
that's the
can
case,
hurt
then
their
I wouldn't be with
children.
nobody. I wouldn't be with nobody then. If that's the case, I would just literally live a
Well, I
life
mean, you
not with nobody.
Did y'all
Yeah,
see
they
that
call it
thread?
She won't
grooming, and they say that the predator finds, single mothers, and they're patient. It's the long game. They gain their trust. And they start grooming the child. So when
But
they
it was
do
nothing
start
about
molesting
him.
the child, they won't tell.
It was nothing about him that was so secretive or so mystery. This man had a reputation for years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
and I'm surprised it hasn't
freaking
happened
years.
before. This is the first time he just went crazy and raped a 14 year
It
old.
might be the
There has
first
to be
time
some
that
history of it.
it might be the first time that anything came out, like him actually getting charged with having sex with a 14-year-old. But it's been rumors out about young girls. He live a what is it called? Lifestyle. What's the shit? What Jennifer said was
Polygamy,
polygamy.
plural,
Yeah,
plural
polygamy
lifestyle.
lifestyle where he lived with a bunch of women. I mean, so if this is who he is, you already know he's freaky or flirtatious or whatever the hell you want to call it. He's a man that like women and like young women. You shouldn't be with him anyway. You shouldn't
Mhm.
trust him around your child anyway.
And it's been out there for a while that he wasn't right. So it's
Oh
not
yeah.
like, people didn't know about it.
This was a community that I was a
Well,
part of
just
maybe 3-4 years ago. Okay, this wasn't none I was a part of
well,
just a year ago. It was something I was a part of like 3-4 years ago, and I knew about this man.
But
but plus, didn't he
look at
have
all
to
the
have other
fathers.
wives still?
You said what?
I was saying, look at all the
That
fathers that hurt their children. So I mean, it's like a roll of the dice on whether
It
you're or
is.
not you're going to be with somebody that's going to hurt your child or
That's
not.
why I said you might as well just not be
well,
with
yeah.
nobody because it's definitely a gamble. It's
Yeah.
definitely a gamble, especially if you saying that they for the first year they will play nice, and for the first 5 years they might play nice. You know what I'm saying? And you don't
That's
know.
absolutely true.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't know what you really got. So if that's the case, it's kind of like I'm either going, have faith in God, look at the signs, or I'm just gonna not deal with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like one or the other. So
And a lot of these women are with these guys because of clout, because they're big YouTubers. They make a lot of money because he be getting hella super chats,
mhm.
just like a lot of
Yeah,
the
but
other
didn't
big
she have to
YouTubers.
see the other young girls all around him? And I mean, she couldn't have thought she was the only girlfriend if
She
he
knew
lived
she
this
wasn't the
way.
only
She had to
girlfriend.
have seen the other girls.
She knew she wasn't
Right. So
the
that's
only
a red flag. Like you
girlfriend.
were
Right.
saying, Malika, there you go. That's a red flag.
Yeah, she knew she wasn't the only girlfriend. Trust me, trust that. She definitely knew she wasn't the only girlfriend. But she accepted her role, and being the fact that you know what type of dude he is, there's no way you should even have your child around him, in private with you not being around. So that was just like a dumb part on her. I mean, a dumb thing on her part. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on. I'm sick of looking at his ugly self.
Yeah.
Oh, demonic looking self. I'm just
But
sick
I
of looking
have
at
a
him.
really sad story to talk about. The model on Instagram, Mercedes, was murdered by a stalker. He was a Mexican guy, and at first people thought it was reporting it was her boyfriend, but she didn't know this guy. He had been stalking her for a while, and he ended up um, strangling her, and I want to say stabbing her. But they were doing a wellness check. The father knew something wasn't right when she wasn't answering her phone calls from him or calling him back. So he went to the house and felt the need that he had to break the door down and found his daughter dead. The guy was still in the house. The guy had ran upstairs and he stabbed himself to death. They found him with a knife or scissors in his neck. He was still gurgling when the
Oh,
father got there. So he just, committed suicide when the dad broke the door down. And people are blaming her because
that
of
is
how she
horrible.
carried herself on Instagram, the sexiness and stuff like that. And they were concerned about her because of stalkers that she had in the past.
Stalking is one of the scariest things to me because you don't even know. It's not like you can protect yourself from it because you don't even know sometimes that this person you met in the grocery store and helped them pick up an orange is now obsessed with you. You don't have any idea that this
Right.
person is crazy, and it's hard to protect yourself, from that. It's really scary.
Yeah. Do you have the video from Black Truth that I sent with the timestamp, Malika?
Yeah, I do. The video is over an hour long, so I don't have a timestamp.
Oh
No.
no, wait a minute.
Yeah, so you have to give me the timestamp exactly where you want me to go. But I'll just kind of scroll down a little bit so we can kind of get ideas. So I'm assuming this is some pictures that was on her IG page.
Yeah.
So she's
very,
famous
very
just for
beautiful young lady.
IG. Like she's not a runway model or something, right? She's just a
No.
IG model. I don't mean
Yeah.
just a.
I was about to say,
They're
girl,
pretty
them IG
significant.
models be getting money now. They be
Yeah,
getting money
for real. They're pretty significant.
Mm-hmm.
It says Instagram model killed in her apartment, and its timestamp is 1:08 to 2:33. And this is a video, Black Truth. Do you need me to send it to you again?
No, I got it.
Okay.
You can't see it on the
Yeah, we looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah, we looking at it.
Okay, I'm on a different screen because my phone, I can't do it on my phone. I got it.
Okay, so 108. I'm about to go ahead and play it. For a couple of months. Let me know if y'all can't hear. Drop a 1.
I don't think that's
as well as
we heard
promoting you on other social media sites. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in, DM me right now and type in
and shout out to Miss VMTVG, whose video that we are currently watching. And Cindy definitely had to give us the wrong timestamp. Either that or
no, that's not the right video.
This is not the right video.
208. You went up to 208, Malika?
No, I went. I ain't even on 1 minute. I'm on 110.
Hold on.
I'm on 110. 1 minute.
This is another thing about celebrities that they have to worry about, being in the public eye and people, looking at you in a certain light and thinking that you are one thing and you're not that thing. It's we had Selena that was killed by somebody who claimed to love her, and the girl that was on with the Pam Darber movie, the Mork and Mindy girl, my sister Sam, she was killed by a stalker. The girl from Poltergeist was killed by a stalker. And
Versace.
I mean, this celebrity. Yes, yep. So, it's so scary that when you're in that public eye, you have to just be, more diligent than usual people, because you're exposed to so many more crazy people.
Yeah, that's the one, Malika.
Okay.
Shout out to Black Truth for letting me use his video. Anybody's video I use, normally it's a YouTuber, I do get permission from them.
Well, that ain't none of their business.
Except for Willie D.
That ain't none of their business. That ain't none of their business.
But what's her name? Cardi B was defending her because a lot of people were coming for her.
That's
okay,
ignorant.
So you just saw that 1 minute and what?
108.
108. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
A popular Instagram influencer has been killed in an apparent murder-suicide. Janae Gagner, who is better known as Miss Mercedes Moore to her nearly 3 million Instagram followers and is followed by Snoop Dogg and Megan Thee Stallion, was found dead in her Texas apartment on Sunday after police performed a welfare check, according to local news station KHOU. The Fort Bend County medical examiner told KHOU that the 33-year-old was strangled to death. The man suspected of killing the Instagram model was also found dead in her Richmond apartment. Police later identified him as Kevin Alexander Accordo from Florida, and the medical examiner told local news stations that the 34-year-old killed himself with multiple sharp force trauma. The late influencer's family told police that there was no relationship between her and the suspected killer, according to multiple published reports. which is leading investigators to believe she was allegedly stalked by the suspect. Gagner's sister took to Instagram to post a tribute for her late sibling and said she and her mom checked on her just last Thursday and she was having a, quote, amazing time. Yesterday was the worst day of my life. My heart is gone. My soul is gone. My baby, Gagner's sister London wrote in part. The investigation is ongoing.
So yes, man, this is
That's horrible. That is really awful. She's a beautiful girl, and I
I
didn't
was
see
just gonna say
anything
that she's so beautiful.
inappropriate in. Yeah, I didn't see anything inappropriate in the way she was dressed or how she was presenting her. She wasn't in any grotesque poses or she don't do anything different than other teenagers and young people her age do in selfies. Certainly did not deserve this if that's what the people were implying.
Yeah, some people were, and it made me mad because
You don't have no idea who following you and what they are doing with your pictures. It is some
oh man,
disgusting people out there. Disgusting. And it's a shame because you can't even post a picture in a jogging outfit. And you know what I'm saying? And it's just disgusting people out there. Because no, I didn't see anything that looked bad. But even if she did have it all hanging out, she still didn't deserve to be killed. But that just goes
That's
to show
absolutely
you,
true.
right? But that just goes to show you it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like how you present yourself on there, you just never know who watching. You just gotta really watch your surroundings everywhere you go. You never know.
but that's even just in real life walking around because
That's what I'm talking about real life.
yeah, I've had guys approach me talking about I've been watching you for months, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, weird shit. I ain't gonna tell y'all the stuff that I got from YouTube. I ain't even gonna tell. I ain't even gonna tell y'all. Like I literally had somebody that said they fell in love with me over my voice. They said they never saw a picture of me because remember before I was using a mask.
Yeah.
On Malika the Warriors, I didn't even show my face.
Yeah.
And so I had the weirdest stuff. But like just your personality and just your voice alone, I was in love. Like how the f was you in love, bro? Do you not know I would chew you up and spit you out? But see, I'm a man eater. I'm the wrong one for you to fall in love with. I'm a man eater. No, just but that's weird as hell to me though. That and so you just never know, like, dang, you don't know if people jacking off. I hated to say that, but at the sound of your voice or at a picture just because you got a little thighs out, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's weirdos out here.
Definitely.
Yeah, a lot of times the people are just people they've gone out with. You go out with a person one time and you think, okay, that was fun, but I didn't feel a connection, or you're a nice guy, but I'm not into you. And next thing you know, they're stalking you and you don't have any idea that they have gone crazy. Now, some people, they get letters. Sometimes they can tell that people have been in their house, but even still, with all that evidence, most people can't figure out who it is because the interaction they had with this person was so brief that they don't even remember. There's no way for them to even be suspicious of the person. That's what's so scary to me, is that you don't even know who to suspect if you know it's happening because they're crazy.
And another thing I tell my kids too, and this is something I hope that somebody that come across this video listen and take with them. Stop sharing your location. Stop sharing your location. Stop sharing your freaking location with the world.
Yes, Lord.
Absolutely. Girl, the CIA and the FBI have fired half of their investigators because they say if they're looking for somebody, all they have to do is go on social media. They say where they are. They say who their friends are. They say who their family is. So they don't need of the amount of half the investigators, because now they can get everything on social media. We absolutely do share entirely too much.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think we all can agree with that.
I agree, Marty.
Okay, moving along
I
though.
hate to keep
That was
bringing up
good.
Michael Jackson, but
Okay, well, stop
people made
bringing
fun
him
of
up.
him because he kept his kid, he kept his kids in masks and scarves and stuff, and people made fun of them. But they went to
Mm-hmm.
public school their whole life, and nobody knew who they were, so they could live a normal life.
A
He didn't have
normal
to worry
life.
about somebody snatching them. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yep, that's so true. I'm all for that. If celebrities don't want to display their kids or want to wait to display, I'm all for that. I feel like you have too many eyes on you to even put your children out there like that.
Absolutely.
So, okay, so moving along,
All
what
right.
you got
So
for us? What you want me to pull up, girl?
I want to know what's going on in the world. We talked about a whole lot of
Oh,
stuff.
good. That's a $25,000 question, girl.
With not everything. We have people at football games losing their minds.
Oh,
We
let me
don't
pull this
know.
up.
We don't know what the cause of the altercation was, but we had a Karen that hit a black man during a football game. And it looks like he hit her, but he refrained himself from hitting her. But when it looked like he was getting ready to hit her, the boyfriend jumped up. And Lord, why did he do that?
Let's
Because we're
watch
going
the
to
clip.
watch. We're
Ooh, I
going to
can't wait.
watch.
I can't wait.
We're going to watch what happens to him when he gets up. Roll the
Okay.
footage.
This is gonna be funny. So I don't have the exact time step, so be patient with me when it come on. And if y'all can't hear, make sure y'all drop a 2, not a 1. I'm sorry, I said 1 last time. Make sure y'all drop a 2 because when I play videos, I will look in the chat to make sure the audio is good, the picture is clear. But if y'all can't hear, just drop a 2, and that's how y'all get my attention.
Spoiler alert, Jennifer.
Let me tell y'all something. Even though I believe in God and all that type of stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Man, there's a white woman that thought that her white privilege was going to work today. And my nigga said, not today, slime. I know a lot of y'all probably seen this video going viral on the internet. This is at some football game. I don't know if it's college football or what, but Lord have mercy. This white woman done fuck with the wrong nigga. Huh? She done fuck with the wrong nigga. I said, what the?
He's a nigger. Fuck that nigger.
This shit was funny as hell, my nigga. Let's get this shit on and popping. Y'all could be the judge. Watch this shit for yourself. Lord have mercy. All I could do was laugh.
Bam, there you go.
Your nigga get his ass whooped. Your nigga gonna get his ass whooped. I can't hit you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, your nigga gonna get it. Yes.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Oh, I like that. I gotta do a rewind.
Everybody's saying she started it. She started
You can't get it, but your nigga gonna get it.
But wait a minute, she won't just slap him and think nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, she just slapped him and thought wasn't nothing gonna happen. Let's rewind this back a little bit.
All I could do was laugh.
He wanted to knock her out. How? Nigga. Nah, sit down.
That dog.
You said have 7 seats. Okay, y'all, let me just add some funny commentary to this real quick. Okay, listen to me real quick. I got to say this. Okay, watch this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. Boom, have a seat. Boom, have another seat. Boom, have several seats, nigga.
I mean, I know he is sorry he even woke up that day because he should have stayed in bed.
He told the nigga had several seats, and he made him lay down real quick. He done took a nap real quick. He forgot he was at the game.
Girl, he was out. I
So
saw
probably
that.
woke up like, what the fuck?
I was like, and just like somebody said, he had every right to hit that lady back. I'm not from. Taught my son not to hit a female.
No, he was gonna take it out on her, man.
But
he did the right thing. Shout out to him.
Absolutely.
He did the right thing. He is looking like my husband, looking like
bald-headed.
Girl, that black man right there with them locks is looking like my husband, looking like tons of protection, okay? And that's exactly, he not supposed to, even though she slapped him and she hit him in the face. I'm a firm believer of women shouldn't hit me. Like, he's so much, like, that man literally sized her up. Did y'all get that quickness, or do I have to rewind it? He looked at her.
No, absolutely.
Did y'all catch that? He thought real quick, I will knock her lights off. Thank God that man had a conscience. He thought real quick, because his reflexes could have just put her to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
But that man,
that's absolutely right.
Thought. Did y'all see that? He had a quick thought and said, I could put her ass to sleep. So what I'm gonna do is, when that dude came, he said, oh, you got somebody with you. He took his anger out on her boyfriend. And that's exactly what he should have did. Much love to you. Shout out to you. Big ups to you. You was a real man for that. Period.
Yep.
I love it.
Absolutely right. 100%. 100%. And that goes back to what we were talking about before with the Paul and the Mayweather thing. You're going to slap. First of all, in our community, a slap in the face is really, really a disrespectful, degrading kind of thing. When we hit our children,
right.
We usually spank them, or, we very seldom slap them. So that's the first thing. You should have known, again, that is the ultimate disrespect, and you should have been ready to get hit back.
Okay, Marty. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. These women don't understand that these younger generation men aren't being raised not to hit a female. They will lay a female out in a heartbeat. They feel like if you hit me, I have every right to defend myself and hit you back. But I've taught my sons never to hit a female, but I'm not going to have no female sitting there banging on my son and he don't protect himself either. But with the husband being there, that was a good way for him to get out his frustrations. But if you can hear the people in the background when the security guy comes down to make him leave, everybody was saying, she started it, she hit him first. They were
what? I got two things that's really going on in my head right now. Number one, what type of dysfunction shit is she in herself where she thinks it's okay to raise her hand at a man? Okay, what is she in to where her husband can't even control her ass? You could tell she just, her husband couldn't even control her, couldn't even stop her, couldn't even sit her down when she was all in his face. So my first question is, what type of shit is she in herself? That she thinks
in that Budweiser bottle, that's what she in. She was crawled right up in that Budweiser bottle, and she lost her mind just long enough for her to find out that was a bad idea.
But you could definitely tell her husband have no control over her whatsoever, because when she was up in his face, her husband should have been like, hey, sit down. What you doing?
Right. And why was her husband mad at the guy? She slapped him. Who was you standing up to defend? She was the aggressor. You should have snatched her by that too small t-shirt and made her sit the heck back down.
That's why he got his ass tackled. And then the other thing that's going on in my head, damn, I wish I was there. I wish he had a woman that had said, I wish he had a sister, a cousin. It would have been a tag team back again. Yes. It would have been 1990. Let's stump the wall, blow the roof off this mother up in this boy today. You hear me? Mm-hmm. And I said it in the best respectful way.
Disclaimer: we are not racist on this page.
We're not racist. But I swear to God, I wish I was his sister and I was with him that
girl. Sis, I'm trying to tell you.
I would have told her ass out that day, baby.
Okay, not that he needed any help, but
no, he didn't.
Yeah, not that he needed any help, but it would have been fun to be there.
Right, but her man had to pay the consequences. Her man had to get hands laid on. See what I'm saying? I just felt like I would have just touched her. I wish somebody would have just been able to touch her and let her know why you never put your hands on a black man. Right. Okay? And let her feel what her man was feeling. Because I'm pretty sure she had to go home and ice him down. Now, I wish she would have had ice pack on her shit, too, is all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all see the video of the man trying to get his Karen in the car? He was like, "We don't know these people. Get in the car. Get in the car." She was calling
Get
the
in
guy
the car,
nigger and stuff.
Aaron. Get in the car, Aaron. I
Yeah,
love that video.
you saw it.
No, I didn't, but I can
I have
imagine.
to
That
find it
is
and send it to
so
you. It was
good.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. I've got something else though, for real, with our society. I want y'all's thoughts on this next story. So I'm scrolling through Facebook and I come upon a page where they're advertising ties for men and women. And when Malika pulls, I'm not even going to say what it is. I want y'all's opinion on these ties that our black men and women are wearing. Those are ties. What are your thoughts?
Do we have a picture of the girl actually wearing one? Okay, so we got a picture of the guys wearing one. So I'll go ahead and pull up the photos. Can y'all see them good? The guys
Yeah.
wearing neckties? Okay. So this is a new trend.
There's females too, so if you scroll through, you might hit the female too.
Okay, I want to make sure you guys see it before y'all leave some commentary on it. So yeah, the new ties.
I would kill my son if he came.
This shit ain't even cute. Like, it ain't even sex. It don't. It's nothing about it that even look nice,
appealing at all.
It don't. Like, his suit is really nice, and then it look like, what the hell you got on your neck, my dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even look good together. It look like he making a fool out of himself.
Okay, but I'm seeing a different trend here. These are all black men wearing a noose around their neck?
Black men.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah,
these are all black men. It look like the same black men.
No, thank you. No, thanks. No, thank you for that. I'll pass.
If the Django don't sit his ass down somewhere, how they call that?
Not the Django. Not the Django.
If the Django don't take that damn noose from around his neck.
Unbelievable. When I
Okay,
saw
so here's
that,
the ladies.
I'm like,
The
there's one of the
ladies wearing it.
females.
Yeah, and one of the ladies wearing it. It ain't even cute.
It's
not even
okay,
cute.
but again, she's black wearing a noose. Where are the white people wearing a noose around their neck? Why is it all these black people?
Let's keep looking.
I wonder if that wasn't the fashion designer's point. Was that their point? I mean, is this more shock and awe for the fashion world?
Look at the billboard and shit. Look at the advertisement. It's just black people on it.
All black wearing a noose around their neck.
It's basically made for us. It's made for us. It's not made for them. This is made for us. They made this shit for us. They said, we made Gucci for our people. We don't even want y'all wearing Gucci. This is the shit we make for y'all. We want to see y'all with a noose around y'all neck.
Jennifer, I'm trying to tell you.
Or daughter. Because you see it's women wearing that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all black people with a noose around their neck. What kind of what? I would not. Even if it was free, I wouldn't wear it.
But Didi, do your thoughts still stay the same that they should be able to do what the hell they want to do? And
absolutely no. I listen. I fully support. Yes, I fully support the fashion designer to make that. And just like I have the option not to click on Nas, I'm not going in the store and I'm not buying this. This is not happening. Absolutely not. Am I going to wear a noose around my neck as some kind of fashion statement? No, thank you. But you're free to make it. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm from a time where my grandmother used to say to me, and this is why I always talk about going back to the basics and going back to tradition, and I always talk about that because my grandmother said to me before I died too, she always told me, don't forget the basics, always stick with the basics. But one thing she would say to me all the time was her favorite quote was, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And so I kind of feel like that as a
shout out to Martin Luther King.
Shout out to Martin Luther King, AKA my grandma, because even though he said it, my grandma expressed that shit and she drilled it. Okay, she drilled it in us, and that was something that she wanted us to know. Like, and I think I still carry
absolutely.
to this day. I still carry that with me to this day. Look how we came together as a people when all of police brutality, killing innocent black men. Look how we came together as a people and we stood together as a people and said, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, this shit, we're not taking it no more. We're not tolerating no more. I think that when we actually come together and we stand for something, like we can actually,
we can make a change.
Yeah, we can make a change.
Absolutely.
We are
absolutely,
so powerful.
that's absolutely right.
Black people realize how much power that we do hold and how much power we have. And if they would really go and research and think about stuff, we could come together and change a whole lot of stuff.
Did Jennifer say that
absolutely right?
Jennifer said that the designer is African. So I'm going to assume, and I'm about to put in the chat room, that it's a FUBU type of situation. For us, by us.
Yeah.
What type of
It's a doo-doo type of situation. That is so stupid. I ain't never seen nothing dumber than that.
I'm so sick of FUBU talking about they making stuff for us, by us. How about you let us be the judge of that, okay?
Right. Right.
That was good, though. Definitely disrespectful, inappropriate, and everything else, if you ask me.
I have one more thing I need you guys to listen to. So all of our babies are basically back to school now. And I ran across another video. And it's a book for children, teaching children about squirrels. So if you have that footage, ma'am, if you could bring it up so y'all can listen to this book that's going to be read to your child if you have a kindergarten, first grader, maybe even second grader.
Not the book. Okay, I'm searching for the book, but
okay.
Not the book.
Can you get to it really quick?
I got it. I got it. I got it right there. I got it right there. So you want me to just play the whole thing? Oh yeah, it's only 2 minutes. Okay, I got it.
These big nuts. What? He was a squirrel who had big nuts.
What?
His nutsack was so big that it would drag on the ground everywhere he went. Dee had a friend named Sarah who loved nuts. Sarah would go around town trying to put everyone's nuts in her mouth. What? Sarah loved how big Dee's nuts were. His nuts were her favorite. They were the biggest nuts she had ever seen. She would play with his nuts all day and sometimes even at night.
This is not real.
Her mom would join. They would take turns holding these nuts at night. Sometimes Sarah would even try to put both of these nuts in her mouth at the same time. She would giggle. Her face.
Okay, wait a minute. So y'all know that this is a TikTok video. So is this actually something that's real?
Yeah.
Okay, let me keep playing it.
They're actually showing the book, and they're showing the book, so I think this is crazy.
Okay. Yeah, but I asked about that because I'm gonna go ahead and finish playing. But I asked about that because they still can do TikTok videos like voiceover, all kind of shit. But you actually do see the words and stuff in there. So yeah, okay.
Would turn red, and then his nuts would come flying out. One day, someone ran up to his nuts and started poking them. "Hey, jerk off my nuts," he said. Although Sarah loved these nuts, she would sometimes kick them. She once kicked them so hard she busted a nut.
What?
He was very sad that Sarah busted his nut. He just wanted Sarah to play nice with his nuts.
This is not real.
One day, when his nuts were feeling better, she took them to lunch, where she got peanut butter all over them. His nuts were so sticky. After that day, she knew she would play nice Because all big squirrels know how to play nice with big nuts.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that about the craziest thing
You
you've
know,
ever
anytime I'm speechless.
Do you
That's some
like
craziness.
teenage
That
girls?
is
When you say teenage,
unbelievable.
how are we talking?
No, I did not go
Girls
to R.
who
Kelly.
are teenagers.
Hey, speaking of these nuts,
Yeah, my fault. I had to run away from the computer real quick, and I guess we was going to actually do an R. Kelly update, but I guess since there's so much coming out in the trial, we'll say that for next show. Message. But go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know even what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that.
That's cool.
Okay, so Cindy, do you have anything else?
Baby, I am done. Hand it over to you.
Alrighty.
Message.
Well, I'm gonna start out with vaping, which has been becoming really, really popular, and it's a big thing. People are talking about it.
You.
Okay.
Okay.
Message.
All right, just make sure y'all.
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
that was a private code, but they got it.
I knew that was good. Oh my God. I knew that was going to happen.
That was the insider.
None of us will ever work, but yeah, we'll never work for the CIA. That was really sloppy codage. That did not work out at all.
I know the chat is like, what
was
the hell did I just miss?
Oh my God.
Epic fail.
Epic freaking fail. But let me go ahead and mute up. Go ahead, Didi.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about vaping, which has been in the news a lot, and also because I had a personal experience with it. But starting tomorrow, the FDA is going to have to decide about whether they're going to ban menthol, fruit-based, and candy-flavored vaping because they're usually, they're attracted. Children are attracted to it. So I think they said like 3.6 million or 3.8 million middle schoolers, kids in middle school, were vaping in 2020. And 8 out of 10 of those were vaping candy flavored or fruit flavored or some kind of, fruity candy flavored thing. Mm-hmm. So don't get me started on the menthol. I don't know why they're including menthol cigarettes in that. I have another whole conspiracy theory about them targeting the Black community, but I won't go there today. And so I, thought, well, that's ridiculous. Nobody should be able to tell you, me, you ought to be able to smoke if you want to. You should be free, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I was in a smoke store, and in this store, shout out to my friend Z in the store, and he won a prize, and the prize I won was a flavored vape, which I had never tried before. And I looked at him and I was like, well, what is this? He's like, it's nicotine, but it tastes good. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went home that night and I pulled it out, and when I pulled on it, it tasted like sweet tart steam in my mouth. My whole mouth filled up with the taste of sweet tart, and the thing lit up when I pulled on it. So I was like, okay, hang on. This is a candy flavored vehicle for nicotine. That's what it is. Right. And no adult is going to want something lighten up when they pull on it. These are absolutely targeted for teens. And I had to rethink my whole idea about whether they should be banned or not. Because, Cindy, I'm telling you, this was a wonderful experience. It was very nice. And I got nicotine at the same time. So it's a little bit frightening. Now, I'm sure there's ways, that they could prevent children. I think you have to be 21 to go into a vape store. So maybe they just say don't sell them at gas stations and don't sell them at 7-Eleven or wherever where kids can have access to them. But there's no question in my mind that these things are produced and made and targeted for children. It's a little bit scary.
I agree. But I know that when I first started doing the e-cigarette, the Juul had different flavors to them, and they stopped making them because they said that it was targeting young kids. So I think what you're talking about is the Puff Bar, because I've seen those where they have all these different flavors to them. So it's a vape, but it's
Well,
called a Puff Bar.
so it's not just called a vape.
And not that if I'm thinking about what you're talking about, it's called a Puff Bar.
Here you go. There it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, I think that's a Puff Bar.
Really?
I think so. I got to
See,
see
that
what
just
it is.
goes to show how much I don't know and about even what I'm doing myself. So,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
like
mean,
one of the boys be smoking them around me.
I was reminded of when there was a big deal about alcohol being targeted at kids, and now even cigarettes. You don't see cigarette commercials on TV anymore, and so I think they did really try to de-glamorize excuse me, to de-glamorize it for people.
Hmm.
Sure, if that worked, I don't have the stats on that, but I do know the stats on kids that are vaping is really, 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 really scary.
Yeah, I don't know. It's at some point like we've talked about before. They're trying to take menthol off the market. And I look at it as a good thing, but as a bad thing as well. I don't smoke cigarettes, so it don't bother me. But the taxes that they've put on cigarettes and the e-cigarettes, like the refills and stuff, is retarded.
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
it's a
Jennifer
lot.
said
It's a lot, a lot of money.
Jennifer, are you
my son was
serious?
in sixth grade and asked me to buy him a vape because they came in candy flavor.
Wow.
What? Oh no! See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to change my whole opinion on that. I mean, it was scary to me. As soon as I tasted it and saw the little thing light up, I was like, "Yeah, I'm a 56-year-old woman. I don't want nothing lighting up when I pull on it. Thank you very much."
Right.
Yeah, that's too much for me too. And then it's more. They said it's more dangerous. They said vaping and e-cigarettes and stuff is more dangerous than actually smoking a cigarette.
That's what my nurse told me when I was in the hospital because I asked her to give me the honest truth about it. Because they have what they call it popcorn lung. And a YouTuber that I watched, she was vaping for the first time. I think she was using blue. And she was in the hospital. Her oxygen was like 56 or 58. And her lungs were just all white. But she's recovered and stuff, thank God. But like at any moment, she could have went into cardiac arrest because her oxygen was so low. And I think that's what causes brain fog when you have COVID because of the lack of oxygen because you can't really breathe. And then I had double pneumonia on top of it. I think that's why my brain fog is kind of bad as well because of the lack of oxygen going to your brain.
Wow, that's sad.
Oh, my little
Mhm.
squirrel. I don't think that it's anything that can be decided, at a government or even at a corporate level. This kind of thing has to, we really as parents have to start paying attention. We have to keep up to date on things that are around because I'm telling you that my child could have been walking around holding this thing in their hand the whole time, and I never would have suspected that it was somehow a nicotine or cigarette or bad device. So we have to be current on these kind of things when we have young children, and we have to be able to know what to look for and when to be concerned about certain behaviors because I never would have recognized it, and you can't smell it, so it's not like cigarettes.
Mhm. Yeah. Just like with the e-cigarettes and stuff, you can't really smell Can't smell it.
Right. So it's easier to get away with. Well, I just thought that was interesting.
What about the
My next story.
second? Before you go, what about the secondhand smoke of vaping? Is it any type of you know how with cigarette smoke, secondhand smoke is still
Yeah,
dangerous?
no,
What
because
about
it's
being
not
around?
smoke.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, because it's not smoke, it's steam. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So being around that secondhand don't bother you at all.
No. No.
So
And fun fact, no case of cancer has ever been linked to secondhand smoke. There's just a little something extra for y'all.
okay. All right. Okay, Wiz Kid. Go right on ahead to your
I
next
know,
subject.
right? I'm on her team. I'm on her team when we play Trivial Pursuit.
I
That's my
promise you,
partner.
girl, if we was to play Family Feud, I'm wherever team she on. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm about to enter her fight on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Okay.
I'm with you, girl. I'm with you 100%. 100%.
Oh, I can't wait to
Okay,
play Fridays.
so the next thing that I wanted to talk about was Joe Rogan, who some of you might know. He's a podcaster. He was supposedly a comedian. He never made me laugh. But anyway, he has a podcast and lots of celebrities go on it and people, he gets prominent people. Well, he's been on this anti-vaccine kick. First he was saying COVID was fake and that didn't exist at all. And then he started talking about how the vaccine doesn't work and why would you get it and blah, blah, blah. So turns out that he, of course, became COVID positive and he started taking this drug called ivermectin, which is a drug that is designed to kill parasites in horses and cows. Now, if it was just Joe Rogan, doing this, I would be like, yeah, that's probably right. But poison control centers all over the country are getting calls from people because they are taking this drug. It is impossible for veterinarians and people who have farm animals to get it now because people are taking it. There is absolutely no evidence at all that it can help you cure COVID in you. And we have no idea what dose you're taking, how much are you taking. I just feel that, okay, the CDC put out a tweet that said, you're not animals, please stop. I mean, now when the CDC is so fed up that they are just sitting out a tweet that's like, for real, y'all, just stop it. Just stop it. People are taking this drug that is designed for cows and horses with absolutely no evidence that it works. Now, I can't remember where it started, but somewhere, somehow, somebody said online that, this is a parasitic drug, it kills parasites. And next thing you know, people were taking it and getting really, really, really sick and not getting better from COVID. Absolutely unbelievable to me.
Yeah, it's
just absolutely ridiculous that a video can go viral and people start following it and believing it. It don't even have to be somebody who is a professional in this, somebody who even know what the hell they talking about. They make a video, the shit go viral and people is actually doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, how is it really that? I mean, there are people out there that you have to actually say, hey, listen, that's for cows and horses. You probably shouldn't take it. I mean, that is just unfathomable to me that there are people out there that you have to say that to them.
You really do, Didi. You really do have to say some shit on here like, don't try this at home. Or you really do have to put a fucking disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand, too, you got people on social media with all type of mental health issues and shit.
Yeah.
And people just be dropping videos and stuff like that. Heck yeah, you got to put a disclaimer out. Or at least
But you know, that kind of stuff always blows my mind because, like, who is that label for on the mattress? Don't remove this, a federal crime to remove this from the mattress. And you know, the little packets of that come in stuff when you get it new and it says, please don't eat the contents of this. I'm like, really? Do you have to really tell people not to eat something you got in a Walmart box? Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Because you got people like me that's bored, and I'll grab them up and start chewing on it.
Oh, so it's you. Oh, okay. That's fine then. We'll just keep
Guilty.
doing it. We'll just keep doing it. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me
Yep,
dead doing
I'm
that. Absolutely
guilty of
not.
it.
No
I'm
way.
guilty of it. No, but like seriously, like you said, the salt rocks that come in the shoes and shit. Like, do I really got to tell you not to eat this?
Right.
Do I really have to tell you not to give that plastic bag to your baby and let them play with it? You know, it says on the bag, you know, this is not a toy. I'm like,
Right.
wow, really? You have to tell people that?
Okay, so maybe not nothing that's obvious, but like when it comes to like the cigarettes and stuff like that, yeah, you should have a Surgeon General warning on there. You know, when it comes to certain health and wellness and fitness and stuff like that, it should have a label on there
Yeah, I
explaining
agree with you. Yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah.
hell, you know. So
Yeah, I just am surprised that, you know, the other things that just seem so common sense to me, you know, that's of course you want to do that. That's in national health. You want to let people know if you take this, you might get sick and, you know, whatever. But this drug that Joe Rogan is saying that he's taken, and apparently thousands and thousands of people in this country are taking, I don't understand why the fact that it's for animals isn't enough to say I shouldn't take it. I don't think that's probably for me, maybe. It just seemed really, really crazy to me. But
but
I
do
thought
you
that was
actually think that a
interesting.
lot of those followers know that it's for animals or it's something in there that's for animals?
Yeah, I mean, the CDC, you know, said it. And I can't imagine where you would get it except from a vet.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's not like you. So, I mean, as soon as I'm
Right.
thinking when you're looking up the vet in the yellow pages, something's going to say, hey, maybe I should be calling the pharmacy and not a vet. You know, it just blows my mind. It really does blow my mind.
Yeah, well, since you put it like that.
Okay, well, let's move on to something fun, shall we? I just
Yep.
have to tell you guys a little bit about this first. You're gonna have to trust me, and I'm gonna ask you to do something that might seem silly, but if you take it seriously, it'll be really, really interesting to see how you guys, you know, come up with it. Now, it's a personality test that was done by a Japanese researcher. And the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is just close your eyes. And then I'm going to ask you or tell you about a few scenarios. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you what it meant about your personality, what those things that you envisioned and that you thought about tells about your personality. Now, as I'm going through what each thing means, I want you to drop a one if you agree with the vision that you had and the outcome, and put a two if it does not apply to you and you did not get anything. I really, really, really want to know.
Okay, I
And
think we
once
should do
again,
me
shout
and
out to my.
Cindy. I think you should do me and Cindy separate.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, no, you guys can do it at the same time. Everybody can do it at the same time. You just everybody nobody. It's not any individual thing. I would say the same thing to everybody. So you and Cindy can do it along with everybody else, and it'll be fun to hear what you
But
guys
we can't
decide
give our
about it.
response. We can't talk at the same time, Danita.
No, no, no. At the end, I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you can pause it, and then us three can talk about it if you want.
Okay,
It's a
I'll
it's
get
a
it. I'll get
series
it. I'll
of.
just go along. I'm just gonna
Trust
follow
me. That's
formation.
why I say
I ain't
you
get
have to
this
trust
question,
me.
so I follow formation. Trust me. Go ahead and do what you got to do. I'll figure it out later down the
Okay.
line.
Okay. Do you have the video for it, or you want me? I can just pull it up here and ask the questions.
Okay, you want the video?
It's up to
Play
you
the
guys.
video? Okay, I got the video. Hold on, let me pull up the video for it. Okay, so y'all ready to play this little Diddy game? You know, Diddy always play his
Personality
game.
test.
No, I'm a literally have to say this, Didi. Didi always playing head games with us, y'all.
Yes,
She
you
like
do.
playing head games with us. She like this type of stuff.
I resent the implication. I do know such a thing.
She like playing head games with us, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let her mess with our head for a second. Let me let the commercial skip through real quick.
Okay, so everybody close your eyes. Just close your eyes. And I'm going to prompt you through this.
That's scary, Didi.
I know. That's why I said you have to trust me.
Okay.
Yikes. Okay. Close your eyes. Everybody just close your eyes.
Okay. Hold on, y'all. I got to close my eyes too, or I got to get the thing.
No, you have to close your eyes, and then I'll tell you when to pause it.
Okay, so play the music, but keep my eyes closed while it's playing.
That's correct.
Okay, here we go.
Let's do this.
Okay, everybody just close your eyes. I want you to picture yourself walking through a desert. Picture it in your mind. And you see a cube. How big is the cube? What material is the cube made out of? Picture it in your mind. Somewhere near the cube, there's a ladder. Picture the ladder. Where is it in relationship to the cube? What's it made out of? Now you see a horse next to the cube and the ladder. What is the horse doing? Is it moving? And if it's moving, which direction is it moving? Is it wearing anything? Does it have a saddle? Or I want you to keep all of this in your mind. Now, the next thing I want you to vision is flowers. In the scene, how many flowers are there? Now, there's a storm coming. Picture the storm in your mind. Where is it? Are you afraid of the storm? Okay, pause, Malika. Okay, now we're going to be able to talk about what those images mean. So press play, Malika.
Can we open our eyes, Jackson?
Can we
yes, girl.
Can we tell what the image meant to us before they tell us what the image means?
Trust me. You're going to want to hear this first. There's a series of answers here. Press play. You'll see.
But why I can't tell what my answers is first?
Because the game is not over yet. Work with me.
Okay, I just wanted y'all to know what my horse looked like.
Malika.
Okay, you're gonna get the chance. You're gonna get the chance. I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, all of that.
I'm not gonna remember what the horse looked like, what the ladder looked like. I don't remember all this at the end. I'm telling you right now.
You gotta write it down.
Well, maybe if we had press play right after, you're not gonna have to press play on the daggum thing.
Okay, I got it.
You ain't gotta write nothing down. The size of the cube is and the transparency of the cube. Could you see through it? They are the people that you are open with. The closer the cube is to the ground, is more grounded you are in life. Pause. Now, what did your cube look like?
I think you should have asked us that first.
Really?
That's just my opinion. I think you should ask us that first.
No, because then it taints. Then it taints your answer. So you can't know what's coming. You have to create this in your mind.
You reveal the answer first taints the answers, don't it?
Okay. No, this is supposed to say what those images mean about your personality. So they're saying the size of the cube is your ego. Was your cube big? Was it really big?
You should have told me that. I'm not gonna tell you my cube was small.
I shouldn't have told you what. Well, I don't understand why this is so hard.
I can't
Why is this so hard? Why?
Do you get what I'm saying? Now that she told me that, I'm gonna tell the girl my cube was tiny. It was little. No, my cube was big as hell over there. Okay? But see, she already told me what the big cube represents, so I'm gonna tell her it was small.
Well, the concept is that you're going to be honest so that you can learn a little something.
Everybody's not gonna be honest. You get the answers out first.
Oh my God.
I ain't trying to teach y'all nothing. That's the last time I try to teach y'all something. That's it. That's done.
Cindy,
over.
Cindy, you don't just think she's doing it backwards though. Just think about it. If you ask us if Vigilance person did tell us, Malik, you got a big ass ego. You know what I'm saying? You know, or something like that.
No, but you're trying. If your image didn't match that, then it doesn't matter. It's only bad if it was. Some people are going to say no. My cube was teeny tiny, and that's supposed to give you some idea.
She's trying to tell you that her cube was big as shit.
No, I'm not.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. Because she wouldn't have no problem with it. She wouldn't have no problem with it before. If she had little dice-sized cube, she'd have been like, oh, yeah, my cube was tiny. I'm good.
No, honestly, it was. I just wasn't getting it. I just thought that the game, you shouldn't reveal it first, but I know people will lie like me. But I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna be for real because I already know my ego. I already know what the hell my ego. I already know the size of my ego. But honestly, my cube was like a medium-sized cube. My cube was medium. It wasn't too big and it wasn't too small. So I guess I got a medium ego.
Okay. How high off the ground was it? Was it way up high or was it down low?
Mine was down low and my cube was small.
Yeah, mine wasn't high. Mine was just like the shape of a box.
Okay, the lower it is to the ground, the more grounded you are with the people in your life, with your friends.
Yeah, that's me. Jennifer said
now the ladder. Okay, so let's do it. Oh, okay. Jennifer ain't got a big ego. We already knew that. She ain't even have to tell us that.
She said low to the ground.
The next thing is the ladder. Now I will ask you before you press play. How's that, Malika? Okay. What was your ladder made out of? What's your ladder made out of?
Okay, can I just say this?
Oh my Jesus!
No, Mary, this is a good point.
All the saints and the disciples. Somebody come and help me, please.
Didi, you just asked me what my cube was made of. That's all I was gonna say because I actually wanted to tell y'all that my cube was made of like a box. You ain't ever asked me what my cube was made of. That's
not in the questionnaire. I didn't ask you that because it don't matter in this game. Nobody cares what your cube was made of. That was not one of the questions.
Okay.
No, it didn't. I asked you how big it was and how far it was from the ground. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, okay, so my ladder was made of wood too. Mine was made of wood too. I did envision the type of box and the type of ladder. I guess I was just all over the place. But I did wooden ladder is what I saw.
Okay, Cindy, what about yours?
Mine was steel.
Yours was steel. Okay, and how close was it to the cube?
Leaning up against it.
Oh, okay, Malika. It was like a few feet away.
Okay, so you can press play and you see already the distance between the ladder and the cube shows how close you are to your friends. Malika.
That's what I say. I like this game. This game got me looking bad. This game got me looking real bad.
Okay, just press play. Just press play. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
I know y'all think about that story I gave y'all right before I clicked on live too. Y'all really like, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's right all day.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm about to go. I can't stand your mad games.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. The distance between the ladder and the cube shows how close you are to your friends.
Wait a minute. Put that back a minute.
Pause. If it was leaning up against the ladder, it means that you are always there for your friends. You're always supportive, and you're always okay. Okay. What did your horse look like, Malika?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. I thought it was kind of strange because my horse had wings. I think it was a unicorn. He started flying and shit.
Oh God!
My horse transformed into a unicorn. Don't do me. My horse transformed into a unicorn because he had wings and he took off. He started flying, but he was flying circles around the ladder and the cube. Bam. Please don't call me out like that. If it's any bad thing,
moving on.
Me to say message.
My horse was a big black stallion.
Yes, he was a stallion.
So clearly, Malika, your horse was not tied up. So that shows that you can release control. You can give up control, and you're not somebody that needs to be in charge all the time.
Oh, that's a lie.
I was trying to be quiet.
And I mean, that is a answer.
Oh God! Oh my goodness! I think we should just press play. Just play the whole rest of the thing, and then we'll talk about it after. Just play the thing.
Oh my God!
Gracious!
Why do my horse have to have wings, Lord? Okay, so my horse was going in circles around the cube and the ladder.
Still,
Chrissy.
Oh no! Like if the horse was moving, it means you're distant with your current partner.
Damn. Who came up with
this?
Could
not have planned this.
But you know, I am always moving. I'm always on the go.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good thing, but that ain't got nothing to do with this here test. No. I think we're gonna go into the flowers now. The more flowers you pictured, the more kids you desire.
Bro, did I tell you this is not true? This is not true.
What did you talk about flowers?
To not have no more kids after number 4, and I saw a whole field full of flowers. And I'm telling you,
when did you mention flowers?
Oh my God, I feel like we've been doing this game since Jesus was a baby. I can't imagine you can't remember nothing from the dadgum thing because it's done taken us 15 hours to get to the end.
I can't remember the flowers.
Oh no!
I
asked you how many there were. Yeah. I asked how many flowers there were. Okay, so before you press play,
I would have said
your horse eat your flowers. That means Jennifer eating. She a man eater? Is that what it means? You a man eater? You swallowing them niggas, ain't you, Jennifer? You swallowing.
She's swallowing them up, and keeping on moving.
I ain't gonna let her do you like.
All right, let's talk about the storm before we get to it. Cindy, you go first. Where was your storm? Yeah, where was your storm, Cindy?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I don't remember a storm, but
you don't remember the storm?
If I would have thought,
oh my God,
Cindy dozed off at the end. She dozed off at the end. Cindy
oh my goodness.
Put me to sleep. She started calling sheeps and shit. She didn't doze.
I told you. I told you I ain't sleep last night. I almost fell asleep.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, my storm would have been far away from me.
She said it would have been.
Okay, but that's how I pictured it too, so it makes sense because Cindy and I are usually about the same in that. Where was your storm, Malika?
I'm scared.
She want to see the answer first. Look, she want to see the answer first.
I want to see the answer first.
Okay.
But my storm was actually moving. Like I seen it far away, and as you was talking, it was looked like it was approaching. Like it was moving, and I'm kind of scared to say it was moving.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say that was my next question. Were either one of you afraid of the storm?
I wasn't.
No.
Okay, press play.
Okay. I told the storm.
Hey.
Well, Jennifer's horse ate her flowers, so she can't answer that one.
Oh, the storm is your stress.
The closer and more threatening it is, the more stressed you currently are.
If the storm is affecting the other things in the desert, you are stressed about those aspects of your life.
Jennifer
if the storm was over the flowers, or just over the horse, or over the cube.
Well, my storm wasn't over either of them. It was distant, but it was moving towards me. So I guess it's letting me know that I'm not stressed. I'm not currently stressed, but I got some stressful shit on the way. That's just the way I take it.
Exactly. That's right. No, that's what we're going to say.
Right now you're good, but you got some stress coming. You got some tests on the way.
Exactly. I agree. I agree 100%.
Well, can't see the storm because we're in the desert and it's a sandstorm.
See, it didn't say a rainstorm. Oh, Jennifer, you are deep. That's right. It did not say a thunderstorm or a rainstorm. It just said a storm. Good, Jennifer. You go, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, Jennifer.
I've been reading her comments. Okay.
Go on, Jennifer. Her storm was going in the right direction, but her horse was over there eating flowers and shit. Like, I'm just saying, Jennifer. You probably stressed because you a man eater. That's all. I'm like, you dominate me out here. It's what I get.
Look, Jennifer took care of the storm and the kids all at the same time. Okay. You better go. She had the horse eating the kids, and the storm wasn't even a rainstorm.
And I'm stressed the hell free. Okay. Y'all see that right there?
Oh,
and this is from an IQ test. If you want to be stressed out, no man and no kids. That's what's gonna keep your ass from being stressed out. Okay.
I have to agree with that.
Okay, so is that the end of? Let's finish playing it to the end.
I have to.
That was really good.
Okay.
How were your results? Pitiful. My results were just pitiful. And my grandma's pitiful.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was really interesting.
Okay, so put in the comments what you guys found out about yourself. Cindy, what did you find out? What you learned about yourself after doing it?
I found out that I am always there for people.
Mm-hmm.
I am not stressed out. I love my children. I'm always talking about my children. What else was it? Oh, my horse was
the cube, the ego.
The horse was close to the cube, and the cube was small. In my storm,
okay, so you're not an egotistical person.
No.
The ladder was touching your cube, so you're there for your friends. The ladder was made of something strong, so that means that you're always supportive of the people that you love. Your horse says that you are probably not a control person, and you're really not. That's true. And the storm shows that you are not stressed out about anything that you are worrying about right now, or that you have going on right now. You're not stressed. That's exactly the results I got, so I'm sure you're not surprised because me and Cindy are twins. But Malika, I'm going to have to call Dr. Phil for you. I don't know what in the world.
Let me mute Didi. No, Didi ain't about
Girl, I got no words.
She going to drop you.
I muted her.
Oh, she muted her.
I want Didi doing my breakdown. Cindy, you do my
Oh my goodness.
I want her to do my breakdown. No. She's too specific. I want her to do my breakdown. No, Cindy, do my breakdown.
Girl.
That's hilarious.
We're going to need Dr. Phil to do your breakdown, girl. I don't know what you're seeing, man. I don't have no idea.
You're going to need Ayana for me. But okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I learned that I got a not a huge ego, but I got one. but I do got one. I learned it ain't big, but it's there. It's there. And dang, Didi, why is my stuff so harsh? I learned that I have an ego. I learned that I'm a little distance from my people,
She dropped again.
friends and stuff. I'm really not that supportive. They can't really rely on me for shit. And I realized how they want no more kids. I realized how they want no more husband. Because I realized that that's what the hell is going to stress me out. And that's the reason why I'm not stressed out today. Because I got my tubes tied a long time ago. And because I vowed, for better or for worse, that I don't want another husband. If this don't work, that's just that. And so, yeah, I realized after doing this test that I have some work to do. I really need to make a phone call to mom and let her know that even though I'm 2,000 miles away, I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still here for you. And thanks, Didi. I mean, thanks a damn lot. Because I'm gonna be getting off this with a little guilty conscience, like, damn, am I really that bad? Do I really got an ego? Thanks, Didi.
I can't stop laughing. It's hilarious.
I'm about to be calling cousin now. I'm gonna be calling cousin now. Like, I know y'all ain't heard from me in 2 years. I just want you to know that I got your back. I'm 2,000 miles away, but I got your back.
Oh my goodness!
For bringing this to the forefront, because you absolutely right. I got some work that I need to do on this.
That was super fun. That was really fun.
Y'all heard it first here.
I like Jennifer's results.
Okay, y'all. So if y'all liked it, what Didi brought, you guys have to tune in to Fun Friday, because we're going to have more of these games and laughters and fun on Fun Friday. So be looking forward to that. We will post and let you guys know. If y'all not following us on Facebook, make sure y'all follow us on Facebook so y'all can stay connected with us and know what we got going on and what we're going to be doing. So make sure y'all follow us on Facebook, and we're going to post the actual first day of Fun Friday. We're going to be bringing celebrity guests on the show. We scheduling guests to come on the show. So yeah, y'all share our platform with your family, with your friends, with people that you just think that will come in here and have a good time with us. Okay. And be looking forward to what we got in store, especially Fun Friday.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes. And y'all, I know y'all like the vibe. I know y'all like the vibe that we bring. I know y'all do. So, y'all really
no question about it.
Fridays. And I'm gonna make sure too. Fun Fridays is gonna be in the evening, like late afternoon, evening, like around. We looking at around between like 4 and 6 or 4 and 7. So I want to make sure that y'all know to bring something to drink, because I'm gonna be buzzed. If y'all like the buzz, Malika, yeah, come to Fun Friday.
Okay, drinking, yay!
It's gonna be a time to bring your cocktails, let your hair down, and just laugh. This right here, what we do, we have so many touchy topics that we talk about. We barely get a chance to just laugh. That's why I'm always trying to incorporate my crazy personality into this show, just so we can kind of lighten the load a little bit. So make sure y'all will be in attendance for Fun Friday, because that's just gonna be a time for us just to not really be deep in conversation and just like laughing. We do have deep topics. It'll be interesting. Okay.
We will be less professional.
Yeah, very much less professional.
Probably. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. And it'll be a nice way to ease y'all into the weekend.
Yeah, I think I'm just 24/7 unprofessional, though. I don't know if you can get any more unprofessional than this. But anyway.
You are, girl.
Love you guys.
You are, girl.
We love you guys. We thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you guys next time, and we will be posting about Fun Friday, which we looking to kick off next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. Okay. Make sure y'all join the Facebook page so y'all can stay posted. Okay, stay updated. All right, you guys. We love you guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button so the video can be shared throughout YouTube. And till next time.
Don't forget.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Love you guys.
Yes, Nightbot dozed off. Nightbot left a long time ago. But it's all good.